On the last episode of Just Roll With It, Taxi finally began training.
You got here early, I see. Your first training. If you want to learn how to fight, you must learn how to learn.
And we began our journey to Toggendor.
So it looks like you're my crew. We're getting a free ride on the ship. In return, we are the crew.
Oh no. But of course, the sailing wasn't smooth.
If you hear music, do not listen to it. You start thinking of what the captain said. Hear this beautiful angelic voice singing to you from somewhere on the port side of the ship.
I think there's harpies!
Who's to say what'll happen next? But whatever does happen, we'll just have to roll with it.
Left off, the party sets sail into the open skies. You spent your time on the ship doing very mundane tasks, helping the captain with this and that. It's been pretty docile so far, up until the attack of the harpies, a group of bloodthirsty, ravenous, bird-like creatures attack the ship, and you manage to fend them off for the most part before the storm starts brewing. As the storm kicks in and the clouds turn dark and gray, you see an ominous figure flying towards you off in the distance, followed by another army of these bird-like creatures. And that is where we last left off. Very quick synopsis for last episode. We really didn't do that much.
I'm gonna spawn my elephant on the ship.
You can't.
Thank God.
It's not your turn.
Wait, we're still in initiative?
You were still in initiative. I gotta pull it out real quick.
Hell yeah, boys.
I can't tell if you're actually saying you're going to spawn your elephant on the ship that is flying in the air.
I like to think of it as a joke, but we will find out very shortly, Confiction.
After you just started a massive storm?
Oh, that is so exciting.
I don't remember our initiative. I hope it's the same.
I wish I had an elephant that I could put on the ship to make us all die at once.
God, I just want to
that'd be fucking so
party
epic.
kill.
It'll be strategic. We will start falling, and then I'll suck them back up, and we'll go right under them.
I wish I could die.
Please suck me up.
Okay, well, if we're going, I'm just gonna say, because I forget where in initiative we were, we're going back to top of the round.
Okay.
So top of the round will be Silnet as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I just remember falling to the ground. So, I don't know. All the enemies are dead, right? Besides the ones that are farther away.
Yeah, but they're a part of the initiative since they're in combat range.
Oh. They're that close.
Maybe ask for a general synopsis of the situation again.
Yeah,
so that,
honestly, just what is the situation? How far away are they?
Okay, I'm trying to remember where the fuck everybody even was on this ship. Okay, so I remember you fell over.
All I know is I fell off the mast, and
yeah, you did.
I didn't move from there really.
You guys were near the back. Hold on, let me get ship directions up again. That I need that to fucking remember.
Br'aad was up in the front.
You were near the center mast. I remember that.
Yeah, no, we basically have two and two.
We had Taxi and we had Mountain near the stern of the ship, and then we had Br'aad was also near the near middle mast. And then
was he?
Or maybe you were near bow. You might have been near the forward.
He was close to the captain. I could have sworn.
The captain would have been near the front mast, so yeah, towards the bow, towards the front of the ship.
I just remember
no. The captain was at the helm, or not the helm, wherever the wheel is.
You could just put us all in like the middle or something.
It's weird. I forget the entire situation.
We all move into the same spot.
You could say we all go to the edge of the ship and go, "Whoa, what's that?" And then we're good.
Okay. So, I know where. Okay, I have it now. I know where everybody is. I've got it. So everybody's actually towards the stern, towards the back of the ship, then, except for Velrisa, who's in the air 40 feet near mid mast, and then also Sunan, who just fell off of it.
Was it 40 feet? I don't know if I was that far up.
You just said you were 40 feet up.
I knew I was up a lot, but I don't know if it was that high. That's pretty fucking high up.
That's what you said.
Br'aad was up though.
I was just assuming I was the highest I could fly.
Okay, then. Well, I mean, it's not a big. I mean, you can fly still, so you're fine.
All right, let's go with 20.
20. Okay, whatever. All right, cool.
Fuck it.
All right, Silnan, top of the round. You are laying. It's about center ship. You had fallen off the mast. I think you're still prone.
I had already stand up. I stood
You
up.
already stood
at
up?
that
Okay,
point.
so you're
yeah,
still
because I
standing.
attacked again after that.
Okay. All the harpies around are dead, but approximately 40 feet off the end of the bow, the front of the ship, you can see them. It's hard to. Most of your vision is completely stopped by the heavy storm you're flying into, so you can only see about 40 feet around the ship through the heavy clouds.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna shoot anything into a heavy storm. It's gonna fly around and come back and stab me in the shoulder or something. So
Don't worry, I will part the storm with my Br'aad abilities.
can you actually
Nope.
do that? Okay,
You're on your own.
I am going to prepare an action. Okay. If any harpy gets close enough, I'm gonna stab him with the rapier.
Okay, so you're gonna prepare a melee attack towards any
Yes.
harpies that get into your range. All right.
Yep.
Up next, then the large figure in the distance, this winged humanoid shape. You can see it's about 20 foot tall. You guesstimate just by the silhouette of it
Goodness gracious.
It's large.
as it approaches the ship. This large humanoid figure begins to part through the clouds, and you see now it is feminine. It is a female figure. It's one of these harpies, but it's much larger, and the actual limbs, the legs and arms, are a lot more of a bird-like shape and covered in feathers than they are humanoid. Only the actual chest and head seems to still be that of human. As it parts through the clouds, the rain picks up and the storm begins to whip even harder. You can feel the ship start to shake from the sheer wind. It looks down towards not just Velrisa, who is probably about on par in height with it. So it looks straight towards you and then looks down past you, and it's looking towards Silnan, and it's looking towards the captain. And where you guys are stationed currently, it moves itself around towards the starboard side of the bow, where it gets you all three in a straight line. And as it does, it rakes its claw forward through the air and sends a gust of wind flying straight at all three of you. And I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm good at that.
Out of curiosity, is it off the ship or is it above the ship now?
It's about 20 feet above the ship, and it's right above the side of it.
That is a 20 not natural.
20 not natural. Okay. Velrisa?
9.
9.
Yes, sir.
Velrisa, you're already up in the air, so it's not that bad for you. You get flown 15 feet backwards. You dodge out of the way of any mast or part of the ship's flags you might hit, but you easily dodge out of the way of them. So you are fine. You're just pushed 15 feet more back, which leads you to about the end of the ship. If you look down, you're about where the railing is.
Okay.
But both of the captain and Silnan both succeed. No problem. Just the wind hits you, and you immediately move down and grab a hold of the planks below you to keep yourself from being pushed anywhere.
Okay. Hey, Captain, any idea what in the ever-loving fuck that is?
No idea.
Great.
Then it's going to fly towards you, Silnan.
Oh, great. Yeah, come at me, fight me.
Oh, so now it is on the
Do
ship.
I get a stabby? Do I get the stabby?
You will get the stabby after its stabbies,
Okay, cool.
because it's going to be entering your area for an attack. It's going to use one of its talons to try to stab into you. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits? Okay. You take 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it immediately it goes down towards about right below your ribs and pierces right into the flesh. You feel it puncture a few organs and you feel blood start to swell up inside of your lungs, but you're still alive. And as it pulls its talons out slowly, you can see the blood starting to drip off of it. It stares into you. It stares into your eyes, very stoic. It seems to have no sense.
I'd like to stab it in the eyes.
You can aim for the eyes, but it seems to have no sense of anger or even really a sense of hunger. It seems to be very calm in this situation.
I'll show it calm and I stab it. I rolled a 19 plus 8. So
that
27.
hits. That definitely hits.
I sure hope so.
This thing is nude. It is not wearing any armor.
That is a 12. I don't get sneak attack, right? So yeah, 12.
You wouldn't get sneak attack for this now, so 12. Okay. Do that really quick.
Do you have a reaction attack now?
That was my reaction attack.
That's awesome.
That wasn't a
Oh,
that wasn't
no,
a reaction.
I-
that was a held action.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
right.
held that.
Okay.
Right.
As it claws deep near your stomach, right into the flesh, you take your rapier, right? Someone has a rapier?
Yes.
You take your rapier and you stab up towards its chest, just getting underneath one of its collarbones. It doesn't seem to wince in any sort of pain, but you can tell you've dug into the flesh and dealt the damage.
Very cool.
And then I think that's where it's going to end its turn. Let me double check really quick. Okay. The winds begin to pick up a bit more as this harpy ends its turn. And up next will be Taxi.
All right. So you said now she's on the ship.
She's down towards the ship. She's hovering just above the floor so she
She
can
had
reach.
little minions in the back, or
They're not towards the ship yet. They're still about 40 feet away. She's the only one who's moved up. And as I said, she is about 20 foot tall. So
they're about 40 feet away. You said.
yes, the smaller ones. They're still off the ship towards the front, the bow.
How
going
close
towards
are
the
they
eye of the
together?
storm.
Can I gauge? Are they 20 feet?
There were, I think I said there were 8 of them coming, if I remember right
Oh
last
my
episode.
god! You didn't say that, did you?
I'm pretty sure I said 8.
Oh.
There were 8 of the smaller
Fuck.
ones.
They were pretty easy to kill.
So I would say it depends on the range of what spell you're trying to cast. What's the range? What's the radius?
No, I know I can do it because the range is 120 feet with
Alright.
it's very big. The area, so the range is 120 feet, the area is 60 feet, and I can still call lightning on however many I'll
Mhm.
hit back there.
So in a 60 foot, was it radius or diameter for 60 foot?
It says area. The
Hold on.
area is 60 feet and it is a cylinder.
So that would be in the 60-foot area you already made, which was on the ship.
Well, I can move it.
Can you move it? Does it say you can move it anywhere? But if you can move it, yeah, you could get with a 60-foot.
It's just a point under
diameter,
the
you would-
cloud, and you said I was taking the already existing storm. I was pulling from the already existing clouds.
Yeah, it would have been the cloud above you though, because it says it's only in that cylinder. Let me look. Let me read it. Let me see what we can do. Hold on. Directly above you, yeah, within range directly above you. So it would only be 60 feet around you.
But the range is 120 feet, so I can't move the cloud.
I don't think so. It doesn't say
Or-
anything about moving it. It says that it says centered on a point you can see within range directly above you, is where it centers. That's what the spell says. So it's 60 feet around your direction. So since they're 40 feet away, yes, you can hit them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I can
Actually,
hit them.
you have to move 10 feet up, but you could hit a good probably about 4 of them if you move 10 feet up.
I will do that, and I will pull strike down somehow with my energy on them who are away from the ship and not on the ship yet. No, I'll go for 4. So they just have to make a dex save.
Okay, with each creature within 5 feet of that point. Oh, within 5 feet of that point. Okay, so you'd hit 2 of them,
That's fine.
which is that's fine. Because there are 2 of them within 5 feet of each other, a piece. So both of them make dex saves. One of those is a 19, and the other one is a 9.
Okay,
So one of them definitely fails.
I will roll. Here I go. I'm rolling damage. Math. Math.
There's a thing.
22. What's? Yeah.
22. So hit one takes 22, the other one takes 11.
Yes, 22.
All right. So Taxi, you run forward, just kind of glinting at these silhouettes off in the distance. You can make them out as being these harpies you were just facing. As you get just in range, you point your staff up towards the clouds, and a beam of lightning arcs out and actually curves towards them, hitting 2 of them. One of them starts to drop immediately out of sight, but the other one remains where it is off in the distance.
I'll look at the captain. I'm sorry about the ship. I won't do it again.
Don't worry about it now. Kill them at least.
I'm working on it.
All right, it's at the end of Taxi's turn.
Yay! Yes, I will do
Okay.
that.
Up next.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up.
The harpies move forward. The ones from the distance, they begin to fly up. And as they do, they don't go straight for the top of the ship where everybody else is. You see them immediately move down and go below the ship and out of sight. And that is where their turns end.
Well, this sucks.
I don't like that.
Up next is Br'aad.
Oh man, so I can't even see them anymore?
All the ones, none of them. They all fly straight forward in a very unison formation and go straight underneath the ship as soon as they get close.
You just had to jump off the ship easy.
Well, I'm not gonna do that.
The storm is getting worse as well, so your balance is hard to keep as well as the ship is shaking violently left and right.
We can't really talk to each other during combat, right?
Unless it's something important, then you can use a bonus action or a interaction action sometimes to speak to somebody. But for most of the time, if it's just like free talking, it should be fine. Like, well, just like what you said to the captain.
Do you have something you want to say to me before I take my turn or no?
Yes, I did.
I think it depends on how big it is and how important it is. What do you want to say?
It's more like a question that would end up being a suggestion from Taxi. I was gonna say, Br'aad, can't you turn into something that can fly?
Yes. And then I jump on my dancing rapier and ride it like a skateboard.
No! That's not what I meant!
Okay, step
Here
one.
I go. Let's shred it.
Step one, acrobatics check.
Okay.
Br'aad, no!
Step one, acrobatics check.
Okay.
Beautiful, dude.
He's gonna fall off the ship.
So I got a 20. Not
20,
natural.
not natural. Okay, step two, performance check.
Okay. This is, by the way, this is not to show off. This is to, Jared, I want to ride around.
Step two, performance check.
Okay, I'm rolling it. That's an 11 plus 11, a 22.
You look radical as fuck as you're riding the sword.
Radical.
What? He can do it.
Fuck yeah!
It slides under you, and you balance your right heel onto the hilt as it turns sideways, and put the other side on the non-pointy side of the blade, the part that's more blunt. You balance your left foot onto.
I'm fucking yes.
It's very
dude,
hard to
it's
stay
happening.
on, but you're staying on it. You are balancing on
It's
it.
happening. It's happening.
You never cease
Okay.
to amaze me.
I will warn you now, though, as I said, the storm is quite violent, and it's not easy to balance on this thing. So it's going to take a couple of tries if you want to move around, especially while you're balancing on it.
Okay. Because I was gonna try and fly off the ship and get a view of the harpies.
The wind is very nasty, and it's going to try to knock you off a couple of times as you go down there.
A couple of times.
You are you're balancing on a sword
Well, you should be fine.
while the wind is going at about 30 miles per
Okay,
hour.
all right. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to kill my character this episode. Instead, I'm just gonna say, "Surfs up."
Do it.
It looks cool as fuck, though.
Go under the ship. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Oh, why are you just encouraging
Wow,
them?
you're peer pressuring him into killing his character.
Because it's so fucking worth it if he doesn't fall off.
Velrisa, please be ready to catch him.
Hear me out. Oh wait, no. You know what, Jared? I fucking do it.
Yes.
You do it?
Oh
Okay.
my
I do
God.
it. I shred it. Here's what I do, Jared. I say, I'm gonna grind this bitch, and then I jump on the rail, and I grind on the rail, and then I fall off the ship, and I surf down the side of the ship.
Okay,
on my
don't use the word
sword.
fall down. Don't use the word fall down.
Okay, I don't fall down.
I grind
surf.
on the rail and then I fall off my sword and
I
die.
die, Jared, and I die.
Okay, you get on the sword, you balance it, and you fly up trying to go through the wind. I said the wind is whipping. You can feel it immediately in your legs whenever the wind hits the sword. It just angles left and right violently, and you have to try to keep balance with it. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw as
I
you move
press the
down the side.
digitate. Cool. I press the digitate on a hat, and then I turn it backwards, and then I roll.
Okay, make a dexterity save for me.
Okay. I got a 10.
A 10.
Ah.
As you fly and start going down the side, the wind hits you hard and knocks you back towards the ship, slamming into one of the masts. The sword not coming with you, and the sword continuing its travel downwards.
Oh, this is actually fine. All right, hang on. I'm gonna use the bonus action of the sword to try and. I guess I can't see the harpy. Shit.
You could look over the edge and see if you
can
see
I look
them.
over the edge and try and see
Yes.
them? Yeah.
As you grab the railing and you peer over, you can actually see one of them in your vision. It's on the quarter port side, which is like the back left to you. So to your left, looking at the back side of the ship, you see a harpy, and it's actually clawing at the bracers holding in these crystals below the ship.
Oh, gotcha.
It's clawing
Okay.
around the sides of the crystal right now. You
Yeah,
can just see the back of it with its wings flapping as it's trying to counterbalance the wind.
All right. Br'aad points at C sharp, and he moves it over to the harpy and tries and like pierce into the harpy and knock it off of the crystal.
Okay, go ahead and roll for the attack.
Natural 1. Yup.
No.
Nat fucking 1.
I got a net. This has not been a great turn for the gnarly Bradster.
The sword flies towards the harpy, but it actually sees it coming just right beforehand and dodges out of the way, and the sword slams into the crystal, shaking it out of place just a bit more.
No. That's not good.
Oh, guys, it was swell.
This is not groovy. And then my turn ends. That's my turn.
Up next will be the
That's all I
captain.
can do.
Total bail.
The captain runs forward up towards you, Sylvan, where the greater harpy is. Reloading both of his flintlocks, he runs up firing them towards its chest.
Wait.
Only one of them hits. The other one, as both bullets fly towards the harpy, it takes one of its left talons and ricochets one of the bullets off with that, the other one slamming into its right shoulder. And then the captain runs up and he actually gets between you and the harpy, Sylvan.
Okay.
And he looks back towards you and goes, The smaller ones have gone down below. Hurry, stop them before it's too late.
Ow.
We'll do. Jump off the ship.
Got
You can
it,
go
Captain.
below the.
I know.
Never mind.
Quick, find something to ride as a skateboard.
And then that is where the captain ends his turn, resheathing his flintlocks and going for his scimitars as he stands face to face with the harpy. Up next will be Velrisa.
Okay, can I fly below and see what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
It's difficult terrain, so you don't fly as fast as you do before. What's your fly speed?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, so you can move about 20 feet a turn right now with flying. Just because of how harsh the winds have gotten, it makes the air difficult terrain.
Okay.
But you can still, with 20 feet, you can make it around towards the bottom. You don't get right below it. You get to a point angled where you can see you can see 3 of the harpies currently. You can see Br'aad's sword, the harpy it attacked, and you can see 2 more below that one on the other side of that crystal trying to work on it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a spell on one of the harpies.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast I'll do a Sacred Flame on the harpy. That's a 15 dex save.
15 dex save?
Yes.
That's a 5.
Okay.
They fail. Very hard.
So 8, 5, plus 4. So 17? 17 damage. That's,
What kind of damage?
yeah, radiant
Radiant?
damage.
17 radiant. Okay. On which one was this? Which one of the harpies? Was it the one?
The one that Br'aad threw the sword at.
So, Velrisa, you fire the sacred flames down. As they swirl through the air, these radiant fire-like balls, they slam into the back of the harpy. And as they do, they go straight through, and you actually can see it sever the spinal cord of the harpy as its back bends. And the wings themselves just go limp, and it plummets down into the storm below, completely out of sight.
That was epic.
This is so fucking metal.
Now that was epic.
Fucking Velrisa puts her shades on.
Death is brutal.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word. A
Okay.
level 3 Healing Word. So, and that'll be on myself. I don't think can I see any of my
What's the range on Healing Word?
60 feet.
You can see Taxi, you can see Br'aad, you can see Silnan, you can see the captain, you can see
Someone
Mountain.
took a pretty big hit there.
That's everyone.
You can pretty much see everybody's still on the ship. You're
Okay.
just off the side of it
Then-
looking. They're just a bit down. They're actually a bit up from you. You can actually, from where you're angled, you could only see Taxi, Br'aad, Silnan. Yeah, because Mountain would be on the other side of the stern, so he's just out of sight.
Okay, well if I can see them, then let me change it. I'm gonna do a mass healing word. So
Okay.
I'm gonna hit all of them that I can see, plus myself. With
Okay, so that'd be Br'aad, Silnan, and Taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
I feel invigorated.
4, 2 plus 4, 8, 10. 10 to all of them.
Epic.
Queen.
Absolute queen. We stand Velrisa.
Wait,
No.
everyone got health?
Well, not
Well, everybody except for Mountain and the captain.
The captain. Well, if
Yeah.
he dies,
Him.
then who's gonna be the captain? Just wondering.
I will. I'll be the captain.
Oh man, he got first dibs. Shit, he got first dibs.
Mountain
Okay.
comes up. I'm the captain now. Okay, how much health was it?
10.
If you're captain, I call dibs on first mate.
Okay. And does that end Velrisa's turn?
I'll choose
got-
my first mate. Thank you. very
I'm
much.
perfect.
I choose dog.
I want to be the gunslinger.
Make Jack the first mate.
Jack is first mate.
First dog.
Yep, it's done. Let's fucking. Can we overthrow the captain right now?
Yeah.
Yes, because you guys definitely know how to fly a ship.
We know what we're doing, dude.
I know how to fly.
Okay, Velrisa, does it end your turn?
Does it end my turn? It does end my turn.
Yeah. Okay, so up next is Mountain. However, the harpy takes one of its legendary actions, the greater harpy. It looks off the side and it sees Velrisa off in the distance going down towards the below of the ship.
No.
And it fires another gust of wind out of its claw towards you.
Okay.
You should make another dexterity save.
Stop fucking hitting Velrisa.
This also hits the captain in front of her.
2.
Oh no.
2. The captain fails as well. You get blown 15 feet back just into one of the nearby dark clouds. It makes it very hard to see. You can feel the storm around you as the wind gets a lot harsher this far from the ship. You're now be about 20, because it hit you downwards from your angle. So you're about 25 feet below the ship at an angle.
Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The captain was right in front of me, right?
Yes.
Would he have hit me if he got blown
Yeah,
back?
so what I was about to say, as the captain gets in front of you and pulls out the scimitars, getting ready, as this gust of wind hits, he immediately goes falling backwards, actually almost backflipping over ahead of you, right above you. Like you just dodge out of the way as he flips over and slams into the railing behind you and starts to go off the side of the ship.
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah.
See you, bro.
So up next now is Mountain.
So wait, is he holding on to like the edge of the
He
ship?
just
then?
hit,
Is that what you're saying?
at this point, he just hit the railing and he's back first on the railing, like kind of teetering towards falling off. But his
Okay.
back's against the railing.
Okay, so I just want to get like a clear picture of what we're looking at here again, like enemies wise.
Okay, so you are on the back of the ship. You are on the stern, the part that is elevated near the
Okay.
back of the ship. Looking past
Alright.
the wheel, you can see a greater harpy about 20 feet tall that is center ship right now in combat with Silnan and the captain. Off to the left, you see Velrisa get blown downwards away from the ship into the dark clouds below and out of sight.
Okay.
You saw the other smaller harpies all went underneath the ship. You don't know what they're doing, but you saw them descend below.
Cool. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure there was actually a 20-foot fucking harpy in front of
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
It's not directly in front of you. It's near the center of the ship. It is this large bird monstrosity.
All right. How far away would you say?
From you, it would be about 20 feet, and it's about on level.
Okay.
Of the
So
deck.
this might be a mistake, but because she's so close to the ship, but I would like to run near taxi,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to throw my trident, possibly like towards the face neck area
Yeah.
of this 20-foot fucking
Mm-hmm.
unit, and well, I want to see if that hits first.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Because that will determine my next thing. That is gonna be, please be good. 19 to hit.
19 hits. As you throw the trident, the wind catches it and whips it around a bit, and it goes near her rib cage, but it still stabs through.
Okay. And that's gonna do. Hold on, damage is different for trident. 1 second. That'll be 12 piercing.
12 piercing. Okay.
All right, and then I wanted to use my next attack. I wanted to use Commander Strike, so I would be using my bonus action to call out to taxi, and I would just say, "Use that as a lightning rod," or however mounts.
Use what as a light? I'm not paying attention. What lightning rod are you talking about?
My trident. I threw my trident into it, and now I want you to strike
You
the
have a
trident with lightning to fucking shock it.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
You commander strike me to call lightning?
Yeah. I'm giving you an attack, and I mean, I guess technically you can do whatever the fuck you want, but
So you put a trident down.
in the big one.
Oh wait, in the fucking harpy?
In the big harpy,
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why aren't you paying attention, Taxi?
Yeah.
I'm distracted. Velrisa's out there. She just got blown
God,
back.
that's so cool. That's so cool, dude.
She can fly. It'll be fine.
Also add 5 damage because that's a superiority die.
Well, they have to make a dex save. It doesn't really work like that.
Well, just Jared add 5 damage. I don't know.
Am I talking
no.
to Bisley about?
Okay, well then I guess not.
Technically, this
Can you-
isn't how it works. But we're gonna do it anyway because it's cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Is that not how it works?
No,
It's
So
for it's for melee attacks. I do believe.
yeah.
But
this is,
I'm gonna allow it to call lightning because it's cool.
Yes,
Rule of cool.
dude.
Rule of cool.
yes, it would travel through the trident.
It won't add any superiority die to it, but it's cool, so it works.
Okay, that's fun. It doesn't say specifically melee.
It says a
attack,
strike.
but I believe you.
So striking means
Okay.
with melee. You don't strike with a bow.
I wish I had a. I
Alright,
wish
cool.
I had a cool line to say with the power of the thunder god. I don't have one. Bam.
just say
Zip zap.
Kabam! Shazam! Shazam!
Taxi turns into a superhero. So
He turns into a small 12-year-old boy.
Okay, so you call lightning on the greater harpy.
Yes.
That is going to be a 7.
They fail.
Okay, now also Silman, make a dexterity save as well.
Right.
Yes, rule of cool. This is
I
awesome.
fucking love Rule of Cool.
Can I jump into the lightning too?
Because you're within 5 feet of the harpy.
I
so.
say. Sorry, Sonnen. We can just
That is a
revive you
15
again.
plus 8.
That
Oh,
succeeds.
you take half damage.
You
of
take
what I'm
half
going
damage.
I
to
don't
roll.
take any damage because I'm a rogue.
That's right.
Haha, Captain's fucked up.
No, the captain's 15 feet
Captain
away.
got
He's
blown the
fine.
fuck away.
okay.
He's out of
Okay.
range. Only
I was-
Sonen's in range
I
now.
was gonna say killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, 1 bird and 1 captain.
He blew over the captain right on time, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
All right, well, oh yeah, that ends my turn.
All right, I'm waiting for taxi damage. Then we will continue.
28.
God, that would have been a lot of
Yeah.
damage today.
28. It hits into the trident, and you can see the electricity immediately go up the body of this harpy. It starts to shake a little bit. It lets out these harsh screeches as its body twists around, but it eventually calms back down. You can see a bit of charring around where the trident is stuck in, but it is still alive and kicking. So, ending Mountain's turn with that as well. It goes to the top of the round, except it doesn't because legendary action.
Not again.
This
Dude,
no.
this dude.
This dude, look at this
That was
dude.
super cool though. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad we got to do that.
I'll give you a high five on my turn.
My action is to high five.
Legendary action, high five mountain.
Right before your turn, Sonnen, you just see the greater harpy slowly bends its head back into spot and into the place it was before it got shocked, and it slowly scans around. You see its eyes dart somewhere below the ship, and a little twinkle comes out of the side of them,
Gross.
and then it looks back to you
Yeah,
with
he's on.
complete anger in its face.
No,
and
wait, not me.
it's going to be your turn.
Wait, what happened to the calm? Okay.
It'd be hilarious. It thinks you did that. It's deaf. It can't hear us.
It's hard to hear because of the fucking storm. So there's that.
I'm gonna run to the cap and I'm gonna try to get him up safely.
Okay, it will take an attack of opportunity on you if you move back 10 feet to the captain.
Fuck it, come at me with your claws, you stupid bitch. Who do you
Okay.
think you are?
Oh, that's actually a miss. It's an 8.
Nice.
So
It
it
swipes the
lives.
talons and you easily
Yay.
jump out of the way, actually kicking off one of its long bony claws to get to the captain much quicker.
Yeah, I run
Yeah.
to the captain and I pull him up like safely, a safe distance away from the edge.
Okay, I will say
Right.
I will say that's a bonus action easily. You just grab him by his arm and easily pull him back so he gets an easy leverage. He nods
Okay, then
towards
I
you.
take his flintlock pistols.
you.
I'm gonna borrow these. Okay, bye.
Wait, no. He does not let you.
Damn it.
He does
How
not.
am I supposed to kill the harpies underneath then?
You look at the bow in your
You
back.
can have one. And he
Okay,
does
that
the
works
right
for
one
me.
and hands it to you.
It's
It
cool.
needs reloaded still, so it takes a bonus action usually to reload. Do you have 2
Okay.
attacks?
I don't have 2 attacks.
Okay, so I'll say if you want to reload it, you have to take your action now since you used bonus action to help him
Yeah.
up.
So do I get ammo with the
Yeah,
gun?
you get 10 ammunition.
Okay, cool. Well, how far to get to the bottom of the ship?
You're jumping or moving
but-
down the actual ship levels?
Moving down. I'm not jumping off the fucking
Moving through the
ship.
ship levels, it'll probably take you about a turn and a half with your movement speed.
Okay.
So it'd be like it'd be about this turn's movement and then next turn's movement. If you use your action to dash this turn.
Okay, so that's with the dash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll dash this turn, and then I'll just bonus action, reload next turn.
Okay, sounds
yeah.
good. You start running down. You open up the grate to the next level, quickly closing it behind you because the storm, the wind whipping. You run down through the layers of the deck.
Or if there's any shortcuts that I take, I'm just
There's not
like
really
even
there's not
impulse.
really any
Okay.
shortcuts to the very bottom level. It's not a very long run. It's just it's a bit of difficult
It's
terrain
just
because of the
back
wind
and
moving the
forth.
ship back and forth. It gets harder to move.
Yeah.
So it starts
Yeah,
slowing your
okay.
guys' movement. Okay.
Okay,
so,
well that's all well and good.
someone starts running. Up next will be the harpy. It is going to move towards the captain, since the captain is the closest now that Sonnen has evacuated. And it's going to... It stands in front. Where it's angled, it's only looking towards the captain. Everybody else, you're off to its left still, near the stern. As it stares at him, it reels its head back, tensing up all the muscles of its upper body. And as it releases, it lets out this sharp, high-pitched screech. All of you immediately cover your ears or back up. You're just out of the range of it. But you can see almost like this shock wave moving forward straight towards the captain from it. And he makes a wisdom saving throw that which he fails.
Oh shit.
As it hits, he goes to cover his ears, but you see him start to slowly slump over, and his hands go limp to his sides, and he falls to the ground, incapacitated.
Oh, I should have taken both of them.
You can now.
I'm already gone.
And then it looks to its left, and its eyes meet with mountains,
Yeah.
and it flies up. So it'll now be within melee range of you and Taxi, as it enters both
Hello.
your guys'
Okay.
melee ranges, but it's going for mountain.
What's up,
So
fucking
does it-
bitch?
Does it fly up like forward?
Oh wait.
Wait. Does it fly forward towards us or
It flies forward.
like-
It flies straight towards you,
Okay, cool.
and with
So
immense
it's still
speed.
hovering.
And that is going to be a 24 to hit you.
Oh, well, you know what? I decided that doesn't hit today.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but it does.
I cancel it with my reaction.
You already used your reaction.
I jump in front of it. Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, he did. I kind of stole it.
I wouldn't be able to do that anyways.
You take 12 points of slashing damage as the talon rips up towards your chest mountain, hitting mostly just muscle and muscle tissue, but it's a pretty deep wound still.
Fuck
I
it.
cure it with my mind.
I will the damage away.
Not today, Mountain.
Now, something you notice as well as you feel the claws go into you, Mountain. You'll be the first one to honestly notice this just because of your background, but as they pull out, they're cold and they don't feel like you're used to being you've been stabbed and slashed with claws many a times, weapons,
Right.
metals, bone. You know the feeling. It's really rough and coarse. You can feel it as it pulls back out of your flesh. It feels stone-like.
Strange.
And then that will end the Harpy's turn, making it Taxi's.
All right, I have a question. Can I feel if the storm is magical?
You asked this last time.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you did.
You
last
did like
episode.
last
Oh.
episode, yeah.
So it's not magical then.
The storm is
Because I
not
couldn't-
magical.
Then, okay. It's like right next to us now. Trident's still in it.
It's right in front of you. The trident is still in it, yes.
So it's safe to say that if I tried the Trident shock again, it would still do the thing and not affect the ship. Or, I know Mountain is right.
It would hit you and Mountain as well.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's my lightning. I'm pretty
It would
immune.
you're within 5 feet of the lightning, it will hit you.
Not if I move.
That's
I can't.
that's like crafting a bomb, lighting it and putting it at your feet and going, well, it's my bomb. It's lightning. It's going to hurt.
It's magic. I don't understand.
It's you're calling on the lightning from the storm. It's still a bolt of lightning. It's not yours.
But if I were to create the storm cloud and then call the lightning,
It
would
would
it be
still
mine or
hurt,
not?
yes. You can hurt yourself with
Alright.
your own destructive spells.
Then when I produce flame, why doesn't my hand
Because
hurt?
that's originating from you. That's completely different. You're casting the spell from your hand. You're not. If you casted the flame from your hand and pointed it towards your own face, yes, you would scar your face.
What would happen? Wait. Didn't we have this whole conversation with Eldritch Blast where I asked Jared what would happen if I held both my hands to my head and cast Eldritch Blast?
I was saying it wouldn't work for the sole purpose, but it's still, you can hurt yourself with your own magic. You can, yes. That is something that exists in D&D.
But if the magic spell says a creature you choose,
I don't think you can choose yourself for an attack, but if it somehow hits you in the process, it hurts you still.
anyways, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, yes.
I'm not gonna do anything.
If you call lightning towards your position, yes, you will get shocked.
Okay.
Shock me.
I will.
Don't actually.
You don't want me to shock you?
No, please, not. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will. Do you remember if I should leave my staff?
You did, I think.
How long does Shillelagh even last for?
A minute.
A minute? If you did, it's probably over by now anyway. It's been we had quite a few rounds with the Harpies before.
Okay. Then. Sorry, all my spells won't work on the ship because they will just destroy the ship.
That is the reason why we're on a ship right now. This makes combat very interesting. You have to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm gonna fight it
Okay.
with Mountain. I'm gonna look at him and say, "I got your back," maybe, and then I
I'll
go with
just
I go for a staff attack.
Go for it. Hit that bit.
I hit that bit. Kabam! That is as an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, that is 7 points, and then I'm going to spend a key point to do Fury of Blows.
Furry.
Fury.
Sorry, how much damage was the quarterstaff?
7?
7?
I think I said 7, right?
thought it was flurry of blows.
It is flurry of blows, but I get scared because I always accidentally or purposely say furry. Yeah, that's it.
Flurry? Yeah.
So the first one is a. That wasn't a roll. That was a roll. That is a 9.
The 9 to hit.
Yes,
That is a
the
miss.
first one. Okay, the second one is a. That hits 17 plus 8.
That hits.
6.
6. Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. So as you whack with your quarterstaff, you immediately
I'll look
go
at it.
to flip it around towards your forearm to pull it back and use your left arm for the melees. The first strike, it usually parries it, but you go for a kick as well and manage to land that one. The creature's eyes now shift to focus on you.
Bring it. Not a lot though, but bring it.
Okay. Up next will be the harpies below. So Velrisa, you kind of lose sight of them because of being knocked into the storm, but you can still kind of make out the shapes underneath. They seem to remain below the ship, so moving around these crystals. They don't move up or anything. All right. And that will end their turn since nobody else has sight of them. And up next is a legendary action.
No.
Fuck off. They have so many.
They have 2 a turn. Legendary,
2 a turn.
Legendary actions come back at the start of a creature's turn.
Man, you
I
guys
thought it
gotta
was-
stab this dude more.
I thought it was
Yeah.
3 legendary actions of fucking like
No.
combat encounter.
They can be different, but some creatures, even like dragons, they bring them back either on a roll of a d6 or start of each turn. But anyway, legendary action. It is going to
The more you learn.
it's going to look at Taxi.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It does, and it's going to
No, it
angle
doesn't.
itself where the opposite side of you is facing towards the side of the ship, and it blasts a gust of wind at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can do this. I'm a fucking druid. This is like babies to me. Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Would I also be in the way
No.
of this?
It basically goes in between you guys really quick with his arm just to blast Taxi towards the railing. It could hit both of you, but it couldn't hit you both towards the railing unless it went out of your combat range and took attack. So it's just hitting Taxi. Taxi, you got a what?
20, not natural.
20, not natural. You managed to hold your ground there and you aren't pushed by the wind.
A slight breeze.
It then goes to grapple you.
Ow.
Nope.
I need you to make a strength or dexterity save of your choice.
Goodbye, taxi.
Strength isn't my strong suit.
Spell was not cast within 5 feet of me, right?
No, it's not a spell.
Okay.
I made a 15.
15? Okay. I hate to break it to you, but that is not enough. As it moves, it actually, instead of grabbing with both arms, it takes one and pierces around the top of your chest, around your collarbones, and it pierces through into your body with its talons to grapple you. So it also makes a talon attack at the same time.
Mountain, cut its arm off.
And that will be a natural 20.
Mountain.
No!
Yikes.
Mountain, your legendary action, quick!
Thanks to the advantage.
Yes, that's right.
Your legendary action!
I'd like to fuck it.
Mountain.
Damn!
Mountain.
As the claws come down and they pierce through your chest, you feel them stab into something vital. You feel
Am I within 30 feet?
no.
Fuck.
You feel the shock move through your body as your entire body stiffens up and your back bends. You are now bleeding very, very harshly, and you take a total. Let me get all the damage together.
I know I said I got your back, but I didn't.
You are bleeding from your vitals, which is not good.
Gross.
Wait, who was this attack on?
Me.
Ah, nice. By taxi, your turn to die.
Well, it was. Don't kill me. I'll fucking cry.
He's
I don't
really
know.
taking his sweet time on these dice
Yeah,
rolls.
sorry.
dude, I hate this.
You take a total of 28 slashing damage from the
Oh,
talon.
that's not bad at all.
That could be worse. Jared,
That's
you
half my health, Stillman.
That could have been a lot worse. Yeah,
Jared,
come on.
you bitch! That's nothing. Is that all the damage you can do to Grizzly's
Taxi
character?
is now bleeding and also restrained by the claws.
Yeah.
As it picks you up to its face height, you are now hovering 20 feet above the ground as it stands up straight and just stares into you while you're bleeding, hung from its nails.
Is that all you got, Jared? Throw him off.
I voluntarily pass out and die.
That's not something you can do.
And then, up
I give up.
next, it will be Br'aad.
I skydive off the ship.
Okay?
Yes.
You jump off the ship.
Yeah, I jump off the ship and I swan dive off the ship.
Okay.
Is this real?
Yes. And then on the way down, I want to cast. How many harpies are there? There's 3, right?
On this side of the ship you're falling down towards, you have 3 in sight, yes.
I have 3 in sight. I want to cast Charm Person at level.
Actually, there's 2 in sight because one's dead.
Okay, that works. I want to cast Charm Person at 2nd level, and I want to try and charm both of them.
Okay, it's a wisdom save, correct?
Yeah, I want to be like, hey!
One
And
is a
I'll try and-
5, one is a 15.
Those both fail.
Okay. They are both charmed.
Cool.
What do you
That's
say?
awesome. I did. Hang on. I got this.
Yeah, now what?
I didn't expect this to work.
Hey, guys! That is I'm
I
falling.
Just jumped. He just jumped.
Okay.
That's my falling, and that's my impression of me trying to charm people while I'm falling off of a ship.
I really enjoyed it. Now what?
Thank you so much for that.
Well,
So are you just actually falling to your death right now?
yeah. So I'm gonna hang on, guys. I've saved the day. I'd like to take my. Here's what I want to do, Jared.
Okay.
I want to use my bonus action with my dancing rapier, and I want to try and put it below me, and I want to land on it. And I want to land on it.
It's
You're
gonna
dead.
impale you.
I want. No, bro.
It's a
you are trying to land on a
No,
sharp
bro.
object.
No, bro. I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
grind this
cannot, I
shit.
cannot believe you didn't think this through.
I did. This is plan A. There's a plan B, but this is plan A. Listen, I want to land on the blade in a way that would not impale me, so I'm going to move it below me horizontally, and then I'm going to land on it.
Then you're gonna
It's
hit
gonna
the
be
ground.
awesome.
Everything works out just fine. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Woo!
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Plan B is in the afterlife.
God, I can't wait to lose my brother.
It's a nat 1. He gets impaled.
I got a 17.
A 17. You land feet first on the blade. Make an acrobatics check.
Yes, guys, you love to see it.
I'm proud.
Holy shit.
On the
We've got a
Shred it like my organs have been.
We've got a 23. I do a kickflip.
23. You do not do a kickflip. What happens is you land both feet onto the side of the blade. Yes. The points, the jaggedness of it as you fall this much, the weight of your body sends the blade down a bit, and you feel your heel start to dig into the steel. You take 6 points of piercing on your feet.
God, I'm so fucking metal.
And you start to slowly balance yourself out as the blade is falling because of your weight hitting it, but it manages to stabilize itself a few feet below.
Oh yeah, baby.
So
Why is the sword just a fucking hoverboard?
is he falling down riding a blade?
I'm still falling down, but I'm super cool.
His feet are on a blade that is currently falling because it can't support his weight fully when it hits it that hard.
Woo!
But he is not falling fully to his death now.
I also look
Awesome.
really, really fucking gnarly.
Your feet are bleeding.
Okay,
Is he shoeless? I'm so confused.
What?
my feet are bleeding, but I also look. If you didn't know that, you'd think, "Wow, that guy looks fucking cool on his sword surfing in a thunderstorm."
Yeah, it looks
Nobody
kinda
can
sick.
see the
Yeah.
blood. You have boots
It's-
on.
Yeah, they can't really
It's
see the
pretty
blood, but he can
cool.
feel it, and it hurts really bad because the blade is digging into his
That's
feet.
fine. That's
Anyway,
awesome, dude.
I want to use the rest of the movement I have on my rapier to start shredding it. I want to shred the cold winds of the storm back up towards the ship.
Okay, you want to start heading back up towards the ship while balancing on the
Yeah.
rapier. Make another dex save
Yes,
for
I
me.
do. Yes, I do want to do that. I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
You manage to ride as the blade is whipping harshly left and right from the wind, slamming into this frail, flimsy object. You manage to get just up towards where the banister is, and you hop off to make footing on actual ground, and you feel a lot more comfortable on the ship. The blade is right next to you.
Yes. Oh, yes, it is. Oh
Your
my
feet are
God.
still bleeding.
Now I do a kickflip. I do a kickflip, and then I end my turn.
Okay,
That was rad.
that was an interesting turn. I don't really feel like anything got accomplished.
I don't know. No, I charmed the harpies so they aren't attacking anymore.
I mean, they're charmed, but you didn't tell them anything to do, so they're kind of
So they're just still attacking.
they're kind of just.
What, dude? What?
Wait,
bro?
if they're charmed, they just won't willingly attack Br'aad, or Br'aad and his companions.
They see Br'aad as a friend. Charming means the person that charmed them. For some reason now in their brain, they register him as a close friend. So
I gotta go back down.
So literally to them, they're sitting there,
No.
they're breaking the crystal. They look over, they see a good friend of theirs start falling to their death and then right up towards the top of the ship. That's basically what's
don't
happened
break
to
the
them.
ship.
He didn't say anything to him. So they're like,
and
why
now
was
I'm a
friend doing
really,
here?
really cool, good friend of theirs.
All right, so
That's pretty awesome.
that ends Br'aad's turn. Up next is the captain. He is knocked out. Up next is Velrisa.
Okay, so you said I can kind of see the silhouettes of the harpies.
Yes, you're just you got blown back towards one of the clouds, so it's just there's a lot of wind and a lot of moisture, a lot of dark cloud in front of you, so
Can
it's hard
I-
to see.
Okay, can I power my way as close to the ship as I can?
You can start making your way back to the ship. You can get to the bottom where the harpies are now.
Okay.
You can't get all the way up to the top with your movement since you were blown downwards. We can get close to it.
Okay, can I get to the
You
harpies?
can get to the harpies, yes.
Like touching them or just within
You can
range?
get within melee range of the harpies.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the said harpy,
Okay.
one of them.
Okay.
And I'm
And
going
kill it.
to. I'm just gonna use a level 2 inflict wounds.
Level 2 inflict wounds. All right, that is a melee attack. Go ahead and roll to hit.
6 plus 7.
6 plus 7.
Yeah, 13.
13. 13 just hits.
Okay. Oh, that's a 0. That's no damage. 15. 17.
Garbage, dude.
And another 0. 27.
27. As you grab that,
Oh.
where do you grab it? Where do you grapple it?
The wing. Like I grab
The
onto
wing,
its shoulder wing area.
You reach around and grab a hold of the back where its wings are connecting, and you speak the word of power that you've learned from Weejas, which is in some ancient language. It just means to repent. And as you speak this command word out loud, you hear a crack come from the back of the harpy, and it falls limp in your hand.
Can we call Velrisa the Princess of Death?
That's
You
only
can call
you.
it that if you want to.
That's such a metal fucking title to have, and I feel like she should have it.
Okay, the harpy falls dead in your hand after you literally kill it in one shot.
Good Jesus Christ. Princess of Death.
Okay. And the other one just sitting there, attacking.
Yeah,
the
it's still
crystal?
there as well.
Okay.
It's also within melee range if you wish. It's also attacking your crystal still.
All right, I'll end my turn.
End your turn. Okay. Holding the corpse of a fucking harpy. You are metal. Up next is
Yes.
Mountain.
Mountain. Okay. So,
Save me! I don't
Taxi,
say that 'cause
almost
I'm
like
choking
Grizzly.
on my own blood.
Taxi is dying on the ground.
Not on the ground. 20 feet in the air.
He's 20 feet in the air?
I am grappled, impaled, bleeding. My fucking organs are spilling out. I'm gurgling up blood right now.
Oh, man. Okay, so
I look rough. I just looked at you and said, I got your back, and then died.
Yeah, I've got your back. Ah!
that did happen. Okay,
He just
so
picked you up.
here's what I'm gonna do. Is there anywhere I could like jump to attack this thing so I'm not just stabbing its legs?
Well, it's
I'd like
standing
to-
straight up now, so all you have is like the bird-like leg of it, and then if you jumped, with mountain strength, I think your standing jump is like what? I don't remember now. We
I
looked
don't
it up
remember
before.
either. We've had
should-
this conversation multiple times, I think. But I was
Hold on.
wondering if there was like an elevated place I could get to so that I could jump off of something and to stab it.
Yeah, if
Either
you-
way.
Your movement speed's 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, what is your strength score?
It is 20.
20. Okay, so you can jump 20 feet in a long jump if you move 10 feet first. If you
Okay.
do a standing high jump, you can do your strength modifier plus 3,
Okay, strength modifier. That's not.
which is
yeah, it's
which is 5, right? So you can, if you can jump 8 feet upwards. But if you do a long jump, so if you were to run up the stairs behind you towards the stern where the wheel is and
Yeah.
make a long jump towards it that way, you could jump 20 feet towards it and hit it probably about a bit above the hip around the navel area.
Okay. I'm gonna do that as my lunging attack
Okay.
because that sounds pretty epic. And then
You run all the way up the stairs, run around the wheel, and you jump off towards it as a lunging attack into the air.
Gonna be 14 to hit.
14
Yeah.
hits.
Yes. Oh, thank God. That really worried me. Okay. But I want to like speak the word of fire in the air so it looks extra cool, and that's
Okay.
gonna do
The rain puts it out. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's not how that works. It's not how that works. It's be fucking
Can we
funny as
talk
shit
about
though.
how this has been the sickest combat encounter we've ever had?
yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking
cool.
epic.
This is the most fun.
We've done some crazy shit, boys.
I'm dying, but this is real cool.
Remember when Br'aad jumped off doing literally nothing? That was fucking
Remember when we
cool.
said
That was so fucking sick.
That was so damn metal.
That was pretty fucking
Dude,
metal.
yes.
Also snapping spines. All right, that's gonna do 8 slashing, and
I think I killed a harpy and I didn't even get to like see it.
Yeah, you saw it fall when you hit with the lightning. Yeah, you one shot one of them with the lightning and it fell.
And now I'm dying. Cool. Good day.
6 fire, and let's get the fucking. That should do 20 damage in total.
In total, you counting the slashing and the fire and everything together.
Slashing, fire, and superiority die.
Okay, it's 20 together.
Sever the arm. Sever the arm.
I think if I was gonna sever the arm, I'd have to do like a specific attack, and I'd roll with disadvantage.
You'd have to aim for a certain
Yeah.
certain spot.
Yeah, and I didn't do
Oh,
that.
okay.
I did not. Do
But
that.
he did not beforehand. But like, that is something you guys can do with range and with melee. You can aim for certain parts and continue to weaken them with damage, as we have done before.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh wait, just a
What?
if there's fairy fire, that gives advantage on attacks,
Mhm.
and people try to. So if you have advantage and disadvantage, it'll just cancel out, even
Yes.
if you're aiming for something specific. Awesome. Thanks.
Yes. So if you give them fairy fire and then they aim for certain parts, they lose a disadvantage because they have the advantage.
Oh, that's
That's
pretty
one.
cool.
That's one of the. It's good thinking.
All right. Now since I'm just gonna use my second attack, it's gonna be a goading attack. So that
Okay.
means you have to roll, or creature has to roll a wisdom save of 16, or they have
Once, though.
disadvantage on any attacks against anyone else but me until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so man, you're using 2 superiority die. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I
Goading
don't-
attack. It was a wisdom save you said, or what? Right? Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay, it's making its wisdom save. That is going to be a 10.
Yeah, it fails.
Oh.
So it has
Okay.
disadvantage against taxi. Strike is
But
gonna
it
be.
currently has advantage against tactics. That kind of cancels
It'll,
out,
Okay,
it'll
so it
just be a
just-
straight roll.
It's be a straight roll. So that's gonna be
which is fine. That's good.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
We're gonna do how much damage are we doing today? Gonna be 15 slashing.
Okay.
Woo! It's the highest roll I could do. 10 fire, Jesus. It's going really good today. It's going
Damn.
really good today. And my superiority die gonna be
Mounto mode.
1, but that's still okay.
1. Okay, so how much in total for that one?
26, I think,
Okay.
if I did my math right. I just did 46 damage to this thing.
Okay. You run. You kick off the railing next to the helm of the ship, lunging up into the air. You stab your body itself. You pass right beside, but you plunge your sword right into the stomach. And as you flip yourself around and pull the sword out as you're passing by, and go for a final slash towards the back of the creature as well. Both of them cutting deep and hitting the flesh.
Yes.
The creature does not release its grip on Taxi, but it lets out a harsh screech into the stormy night. It's looking pretty injured, but it still looks quite ready for combat.
Okay, I would like to real quick use my bonus action. I don't think I used it already. To use second
You did
wind.
not. Go ahead.
And then that'll end my.
Okay. Damn. All right. So, does that mean Mountain's at a superiority dice?
No, actually, I have one more.
You have one more. Okay.
Oh.
All right. You
Ooh.
got one more. That was a big turn for
I
you.
was gonna say I
Yeah.
don't think the mountains ever ran out of superiority.
Well,
today.
since we leveled up, I got an extra one.
Right.
Pretty epic. Pretty epic.
Right.
So, it will then be back to top of the round, which is Silnan. But before that, it will be a legendary action.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
action. Wait, so is this off of Mountain's turn then?
It'll be at the end of Mountain's turn, right before yours, or right
Okay.
before the end
Okay.
of the entire turn. It's going to take a legendary action, and it's going to fire a gust of wind towards Mountain as Mountain passes around behind the creature with its opposite hand, not holding Taxi.
Ooh.
Mountain, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You know what?
Not good.
You know, boys, I'm not good at that one.
Just
That's good.
roll.
Okay, that is gonna be a 15.
A 15. As you still have hold of your sword, you slash into its back, and as you're still falling, not hitting the ground just yet, the harpy, it turns its back a little bit to face you, and with its offhand, it fires a gust of wind towards you and slams you into the mast behind you. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as you're pushed
Oh.
15 feet and slammed into this mast.
Okay, but my sword is still there and we're all good. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. You still have your sword and everything. As you're falling, you get pushed by the wind and you get knocked into the mast before you hit ground.
I was worried.
All right. Now, that will end the legendary action and make it Silnan's turn.
Okay.
Bonus action, reload the flintlock.
Yeah. First things first.
First things
Then I'm
first.
gonna. Then I can get to wherever I can get an angle, right? To shoot the harpies.
Yeah. So what you?
There's only one harpy left, right?
No.
No.
There, you guys have
How many
killed
harpies are left?
3, and there were 8 in total.
So 5
There are
left.
5
Okay.
left. There's only sight on one of them, and that's the one that next to Velrisa, which you can get eyes on as you run down to the very lower level where Mountain was originally. There are these little
Okay.
sort of iron locked, these metal locked windows next to where the gems are held, and you can see half the crystal as it comes up into the ship, and it's locked by this large circular bracer around it. There are small portholes on either side of it you can open up, and you can get sight on just like the back side of the harpy, and you can also see Velrisa.
Well, anyway, yeah, I do that and I shoot it.
Okay, go ahead and make a ranged attack.
Okay.
It would be for you plus. Let me look.
+5, just dex.
Hold on. Yeah,
right?
it would be just dex, no proficiency.
Okay. So that'd be 22.
22. Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. The
Okay.
damage will be for that. Let me pull it up really quick. I believe it's a D10. It's a D10.
D10. Oh, cool.
A D10 plus dex.
Totally worth it. Okay, so that's a 3 + 5, 8.
You fire and you hit actually the back thigh, knocking off some flesh and revealing some bone that's now cracked from the bullet. It's still alive, but you
Oh,
definitely did some decent damage to
Okay.
it.
These things were fucking interesting. My hand's kind of shaking because I've never fired something like that before.
Yeah, it's the recoil probably scares the shit out of you as you fire it, and it
Yeah.
makes both your wrists immediately snap backwards towards you. Probably freaks you out quite a lot.
Yeah, no. I'm a little shaken, but you know, whatever. We hit it. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's my turn, I think.
Okay.
Let's see your bonus action, reaction. Yeah, we're good.
All right, up next is the greater harpy. Its eyes turn back from looking towards Mountain, and it looks towards you once again, Taxi. And this time, for the first time, it lets out a real emotion. You see a snarling smile come across the creature's face.
No, why me? It's always fuck.
And it's going to make a claw attack at you. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
just barely hits me.
That one is going to be 21 points of slashing as it once again plunges its talons into your chest.
Yeah.
What is that laughing?
How much HP does Taxi currently have?
I'm dying.
I look over at Mountain. I'm going to die.
How much HP does Taxi currently have?
4.
4? Okay. The
No, I seriously look at him and I say I'm going to die.
well, he's not here right now, but
Oh, he's like 15 feet
no,
away.
I meant Mountain wasn't here. I
Oh,
meant,
that's
I meant
right.
Zach wasn't here.
Mountain is AFK. Mountain is AFK.
I'm here. No, I'm here.
Shucks.
I'm here.
You're
I'm
here
here. I'm
now?
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I just got here when you said Zach is AFK.
I looked at Mountain and I said, I'm going to die.
Don't.
And then now, Jared, you do your next whatever you're going to do.
As it pulls out its offhand's talons, it actually also pulls out both sets and ungrapples you, and you plummet 20 feet to the ground, taking an additional
Oh,
9 points of bludgeoning as you hit the ground.
Yes, I am knocked unconscious.
he called it. That's incredible.
How'd
The
he
mountain in front of you,
know?
what you see is after you land, your back slams into the mast, but you land feet first on the ground. You look back up. The harpy just looks away from you, stabs into Taxi, and then lets go with both hands, and he hits the ground completely unconscious and bleeding from his vital organs. You can see the blood mixing with the rain. This entire side of the deck of the ship is just red as it starts to drain off the sides.
Oh my god.
The harpy then turns and looks down towards you, and it flies towards you to make a second talon attack while you're on the ground.
Yeah, this encounter was really cool, guys, but I'm like actually in a terrible position.
He is,
I got it.
I'm going to say it again. He's bleeding from his vitals, and that actually means something. That's why I
I
keep
will bleed
mentioning
out.
it.
Yeah,
He is bleeding from his heart. He is going
Nice.
to.
That's bad.
and I'm like negative in my health
Yes, he is. So, Mountain to hit you, it
Negative
is
5.
actually going to miss. It is a 10 to hit.
That give me attack of opportunity. Bro. Let me attack.
Okay, as it comes down with its talons, it charges straight towards you, face right into yours as it comes down, but you use what, the flame tongue? I forgot the name of the sword. You use flame tongue,
Flame tongue.
and you easily you just parry the talons away from you, and they actually rake across the sword, leaving sparks into the air.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. I stab. That was a natural 1. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What did he say for the roll? I missed it. What did he say for the roll, guys?
That was
Natural 1.
Woo.
As you go to pierce upwards with the flame tongue, you you curve it the wrong way, and you actually hit your trident still pierced into it and knock the trident out of the creature as well and miss your attack entirely.
Damn,
Oh,
this,
I was gonna do
this
something
went from
cool
the
with that,
coolest
too.
encounter to something fucking awful.
Yeah, it got scary.
This
It
is
got scary
dreadful.
really quick.
All right, and that will end.
Can I use reaction to talk?
I'd allow it. Depends on what you want to say.
Are you even there now?
He's down. He's down
well,
near
no, I
Velrisa.
can talk to Velrisa.
Oh,
Wait, does someone know the situation up top?
Yeah,
like,
I
how,
wouldn't think you
mm.
would, right?
No,
No.
you would not.
no.
You didn't see
Okay.
any of it happen. You're already downstairs when he grappled. When it
Okay,
grappled Taxi.
never mind. Then never mind that. I wasn't sure if like I could tell what was happening from one floor down or what the deal
No,
was.
you did not see it happen at all.
Okay. Cool. Never mind.
I'm closing my dice tray.
Good night, sweet taxi.
Taxi is incredibly injured. All right. Up next is going to be Taxi. Roll a d20.
I got a 7.
7. That is a
I
fail.
failed.
What is your max HP?
58.
58. Okay. Minus that by 12. Add another minus 12 to where you currently are.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm freaking out, bro.
Like where my negative
Yes.
is right now?
So you should be at. I think you're at negative 3.
17. I'd be at negative 17
So
now.
okay, you're at negative 17 now as you continue to bleed out and failing the first death save. Up next will be the Harpies. The one that's injured right now next to you, Velrisa, is going to come up with an attack towards you.
Okay.
I'm on the edge of my fucking seat.
Yeah, dude, this is
I'm,
not
I'm,
looking
I'm
great.
choking up, dude. I'm fucking scared.
The claws come raking down towards you, Velrisa, and that is a 19 to hit.
Okay, it hits.
Okay, you take. Almost think I gotta pull out d4s. You take 7 points of slashing
7 points. Okay.
from the first claw attack, and it comes with the second claw attack as well. Yes, 7. And then a second claw attack as well. That one is probably going to miss. That is a 12.
That misses.
It's like one just rakes against your armor as this harpy charges towards to be in combat face to face with you. You still clutching one of its dead comrades in your other hand.
I
Oh my
I
God.
drop the comrade and hellish rebuke him.
Okay. Hellish Rebuke. That is a dex save? Right?
Yeah, dex save.
The harpy makes its dex save. That is a natural 1.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, 4, 9, 3, 16.
16. As fire, purple fire sparks off of Velrisa's body and catches onto the harpy, setting its wings ablaze, it starts to plummet towards the ground as well. Defeated. That's another harpy off the list.
That's 4, I think.
Mhm. The other harpies are still out of sight, and you do not know where they are. No one has any sight of them. And that will end the harpies' turns. Up next will be Br'aad.
He was a skater boy. And Br'aad looks at what's going on. Top
Yeah, you
deck.
see Taxi's like probably only 15 feet away from you on the ground.
Yeah. All right. Br'aad hops on the rail again and drops in.
Drops,
Oh my
you jump
god,
off.
we're gonna.
He jumps off again. Well, he's like, yeah. Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention you. Oh, the harpy. Oh, you killed it. Velrisa, taxis. Also, taxis bleeding out. You gotta get. Also, can you help me back? I'm falling.
Do I hear this?
Yes, you look over after the harpy vanquishes. You actually look up top to wonder what's going on. You just see Br'aad come plumbing off the side and just, Bros, actually helping us, I'm falling down. And he just flies down to the storm below.
I like to think
I-
that I kind of got the information across.
Wait. What? Did he drop in on his sword or did he just
Yes.
drop in?
Yes,
well,
he
I
dropped
hate to
in
break
on
it to you, but the sword's not going to do shit. You're just following.
Yeah,
Holy
but it's for
shit.
flavor at this point. All right, so that's gonna be I got the information along. That's gonna be my turn.
And
All
you
right.
died.
Oh,
Br'aad.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna use my action. Hang on. No. I'm not gonna go full dummy.
Only half dummy.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast polymorph.
Okay.
1 sec. I didn't really think about what I wanted to be. I know it's gotta have wings, probably good. Jared, give me the biggest beast. I'm level 8.
Okay,
Give me
so what
anything-
CR can you turn into? Give me what CR you can transform into.
Up to 8.
Up to CR of 8. Okay.
Br'aad vaguely thinks about things with wings.
Jesus Christ. The best you can turn into, that's a flying beast. There's a giant eagle, which is a CR of 1. There's a giant vulture CR of 1. And there is, well, you would know what this is, so no, you can't turn into that. You can turn into a giant vulture or a giant eagle, pretty much are your best bets.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for
What's
you.
that?
What are all the dinosaurs in D&D 5e?
You've never seen a dinosaur before in your life.
Can I make one?
No, you can't. That's not how polymorph works. You're just gonna turn into a fucking amalgamation and fall to the ground.
Like a stick figure dinosaur.
That's funny as hell.
I would say if Br'aad did some studying and learned of other creatures, yeah, we could maybe work out something else that is weird that you might know. But I don't think you can turn into it. There's only one flying dinosaur that's even better than a giant eagle, giant vulture. And they're ginormous.
I'm gonna pick an eagle because it's cooler, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be a big fucking hot pink eagle.
I will allow it, sure.
Yeah,
Big old
baby.
hot pink eagle.
Yeah,
And you
then
fly
I'm gonna-
back up through the storm.
I'm gonna soar and I'm gonna spin around through the storm and I'm gonna come up above the deck and I'm gonna spread my wings. Yeah.
And the storm breaks and the sun comes through between Br'aad's wings. Now that'd be epic, but that's not gonna fucking happen.
Nope. Anyway, I'm a big bird. I'm back. That's
Okay,
my turn.
Big Bird, you come back up after relaying to Velrisa the information. Up next will be the captain. He starts slowly coming to you as you I think who could see him? Mountain for sure, and maybe Bird Br'aad now. The captain starts to slowly stand up, very off kilter. You can see his legs wobbling. He's very out of it, and his head immediately turns towards the greater harpy that's now towards Mountain. He starts slowly just lumbering towards it, no weapons in hand, and that will end his turn.
Oh.
And up next is Velrisa.
Okay, so how far could I make it onto, like, if I flew? Is there a way I could fly to where I don't really get affected by the wind too much?
You could
And
make
just
it up to the
kinda-
top of the ship now with your
Okay, yeah.
flight, but you'd make it just to the top.
Yeah, and how close to taxi would I be?
You would be probably within 30 feet of taxi, about.
Mm-hmm.
But that would use all of your movement.
To get 30 feet within him would
Mhm,
be
you-
all my movement.
You'd be with your flying. You'd move basically up, and you'd have your hands on the side railings of the boat, looking through the railing for 20 feet, and you can just see taxi laying there. It'd probably be more like 25-ish feet. But yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be a bit of a distance away.
Oh well, that's a weird one.
I still have, possibly 2 more turns. So
I don't know, bro. I feel a lot of fear for you right now.
I forgot that I could have done this. I could have picked you up and brought you to the top, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
whoops.
What
Oh wait,
spell
hold on.
slots do you have left? Do you have cure wounds?
Wait.
Might have something
okay,
you can do here.
I do just that, and then it says here it says spare the dying is a 30 feet range,
Spare the dying? Yes. Yeah, you don't have to touch to do spare the dying.
but then the description reads you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, but then the range is 30 feet.
Don't worry about that. If it says the range is 30 feet, the range is 30 feet.
Okay, so I will throw.
The descriptions on D&D Beyond aren't like the ones that are actually from the books. They're like their own renditions of it. So some things the wording's a little off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna spare the dying on taxi
Mhm.
as a bonus action.
Yeah, so taxi, you are stabilized. You're no longer unconscious or at 0 HP. You're actually back up to 1, but you are still bleeding
Right.
very badly. That doesn't stop the bleeding at all
Okay.
because
Okay.
it does not seal any wounds. It just brings them back from being unconscious.
And then, what do I see? Do I see the harpy that's up there?
Dude, the harpy zombie to your left, towards one of the front masts where Mountain was slammed into. So
Alright.
it'd be off to your
And
left,
how-
probably about 30, 40-ish feet. Or about 30. I'd say like
Okay.
32, 33 from this range.
Then, while I'm hanging on the railing, can I sacred flame that harpy?
Yes.
All right, that's a 15 dex save.
That is 13. So it fails.
Okay, it fails. That is 4, 3, plus 4, 11.
11. Okay.
11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage? Yeah, slammed to the back, hitting right below the wings of the creature. You can see the radiant energy start to char its skin, but it doesn't seem to wince anything from the pain. It's looking rough, but it seems to be still enduring the pain it's going through right now. Doesn't seem to be greatly wounded just yet.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna end my turn.
All right, Velrisa's turn ends. Up next will be Mountain.
Okay, guys, do I do something moderately smart, or do I do something stupid?
Stupid.
Do something mountain. Do something mountain.
I don't know if it's
You know Mountain. You know what Mountain would do.
Well, he would just stab, but I'm thinking
What would mountain
something-
do?
I'm not sure.
Mountain, do Mountain. You play character.
I'm not sure if he would do this. but,
Do
like-
Mountain, but sometimes do fun.
Mountain will be ballsy for his friends. Do it.
Okay.
Mountain's friend is dying.
Mountain's friend is
Friend,
dying.
quote,
Captain
unquote.
dying. Everybody dying around him. He get nervous. He take a little sippy of some alcohol, because he would do that. And
Action.
that's not my
Just
action.
I end my turn.
Okay, this might not
True power
even
move.
this might not even work the way I want it to. This might actually just be a really fucking bad idea.
Bisley, bro, you just gotta send it, dude.
Okay. Well,
You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta drop into the thunderstorm, bro.
so
Sometimes you just gotta
God, I
shred.
feel like that's really bad advice. Okay.
It worked out for Br'aad.
previously, I had a what would you call that? You would call that a trident. I had a trident in the harpy, yes, and it came
And
out.
it fell out.
And it fell out. But I don't recall us ever saying the rope came off of the trident from last episode.
No.
Okay.
I would
ropes-
assume that if you had your trident, sheathed on your back, you wouldn't just have a 50 like a
Well, no,
long
it
ass
was-
rope hanging off of it, would you?
No,
Picture Mountain with exactly that.
It did have the rope on it because we were in the middle of combat and I had just pulled it
No,
back.
no,
to me.
right, correct. Yeah, no. So it would still have the rope on it. It would still have the rope on it from that. Yes,
Okay.
you were right.
Unless I
Is-
burn the rope away with the fucking lightning.
Is rope like strong enough to hold person like Mountain?
Wait,
Only
when the-
one way to
wait.
find out, Mountain.
You're encouraging some really bad decisions.
The rope is very wet. It's soaked hemp, so it's gonna be very heavy. What are you looking to do with it exactly?
I was okay.
How did the rope not get burned away with the lightning?
It's
shot?
raining very heavily.
Rating.
So
It's fucking lightning.
Yes, it's raining very heavily.
That would disintegrate him, bro.
Mountain's strong boy. He could probably hold on. Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the big harpy away from Taxi and from the captain who was just stupidly walking towards it with no weapons. And so I either have the option of using another goading attack and using my last superiority die and quite possibly fucking up my last chance at a really good hit, or
Just do it. Pick one. Go.
or like
just
running
go.
away
Just
with
do
the rope.
one of them. Do one of them. Just
All right,
do one
all
of
right.
them.
You know what? Let's throw the trident. Let's throw the trident at it. That's gonna be a
There's no let's. It's just you, Mountain.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay, and I want to grab onto the rope. Holy fuck, this might be a really bad idea. And I
Yes.
want to jump off.
Don't worry.
Yes.
I can't wait for everybody to fucking commit suicide.
I'm a huge bird, bro.
Where did everybody's concept of gravity go?
Bisley, think about it. I can be your plan B. I'm bird.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I had in my mind. It just sounds really dumb.
Velrisa can fly, bro. You're
Okay,
fine.
so you throw the trident in. How much damage does the trident do? You didn't even pull damage.
Trident is gonna do
We need damage. We need damage first.
10.
10.
It do 10.
And then you grab a hold and you jump off with the rope in your hand. And as you pull down, you swing and hit the side of the ship really hard.
Ow.
And you're dangling from the rope as it's still stuck inside of the creature.
Okay. So now I'm just stuck
You're,
here.
you're
and it's
dangling
not-
off the side of the ship and you've crashed
It-
heavily into the side of it.
and it didn't like pull the thing.
I hate to
anywhere.
break it to you, but this thing has a 26 for strength.
Oh my god. That is.
it is 20 foot tall.
I want
Awesome.
to.
I hate to break it to you.
Okay, not biggest brain play.
So
I just typed the Mountain is a genius at strategic fighting.
Mountain is genius at strategic fighting.
I thought he was gonna pull the bird off the ship.
hear me out. I only have one more attack, but I guess I technically like can't attack anything because there's nothing to fucking attack.
No, you're just dangling off the side of the ship now with
But
the rope.
but if I could pull.
You make a strength check for me.
No, wait, hold on, because you're gonna make me pull the trident out. You're gonna make me pull the trident out.
Make a
and then
strength
I'm just
check
gonna
for
fall.
me.
No, I'm good. I don't want to pull.
Dude, we
I don't want
gotta
to pull.
do it.
I don't want to pull. I don't want to pull. I'm good.
How
Okay.
can you even pull? What do you even
Good.
use to
I would
fucking
I would
hold
put
yourself?
my feet on the side of the ship and just pull.
Oh, okay.
But that would just pull the trident out, and I would just.
You
I
could
would
start
just die.
scaling back up. You have a climb speed. You could,
Yeah,
I'm
like, fuck it. I'll
fucking
do that. I'll
stupid.
just scale up as
Okay.
far as I can because that didn't work.
You don't get all the way up, but you start making your way back up the ship using the rope and scaling yourself back up.
Okay, cool.
Mission failed.
That ends my fucking dumb turn. Thank you very much.
When you said you jump, I'd be like, oh, that's really interesting. Wait, this is a really strong creature. What is he?
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
I
this
don't know.
thing
It
is
sounded
huge.
like a good idea.
This thing is huge.
It would have been to anything else.
No, if it wasn't, if it didn't have so much strength, yeah, that would have been a really good idea. But it's just naturally stronger than it basically your weight means nothing to it. So
Greg.
after that, then up next will be top of the round, which is Silnan.
Don't forget I'm dangling, guys, please.
Silnan.
Okay.
Silnan, as you're standing on the lower deck, you hear a voice start to speak to you.
I hear
Yes.
a voice.
You hear Chirp
Okay.
as he comes downstairs.
Oh shit! I was actually wondering about that in the middle of the last round.
Hello. What are you doing down here?
Protecting the crystal?
Is there something happening?
Yes.
Oh my god, this dude can detect us from 50 million miles away, but he doesn't know that there's a fucking
Sorry,
encounter
I was
on the top of the ship.
disassociating, so I didn't know what was happening.
There was lightning. 3 times.
Fuck does that mean?
I hate Chirp. I hate
Listen,
Chirp.
Fill me in.
There's a giant harpy upstairs.
Oh, you mean like bird women?
Yes, bird women.
I have to check that out. That sounds cool. And he starts running up the stairs.
What the fuck is wrong with that robot?
All right, so it's your turn.
Okay. I can't see any harpies or anything
No.
from here, right?
But
Okay.
what's your perception? What's your passive perception?
Passive perception of passive. Where the fuck did my
Passive,
sheet go?
massive.
14.
14. You hear from the other side of the crystal. You can hear the sound of rummaging and clawing against the sides of the ship.
Okay. Can I? Is there like a way? I
There
can
are two.
take a
There are
look
two
out there?
portholes on that side where that crystal is as well. There are 4 crystals in total on
I-
each side, on each corner of the lower level. This is also on the back side.
Okay. Well, I'd use my bonus action to reload the
Mm-hmm.
flintlock while muttering to myself about stupid fucking robot thing. I go open it.
Okay.
Useless piece of punk.
As you go over, use your elbow, you just knock open the porthole. Looking outside, you immediately are face to face with a harpy. As it swings open, it actually bumps into its head as it's right up towards the wall, clawing into the sides of the bracing. And it immediately
I'm gonna aim
screeches
for the
at you.
head.
You can see its sharp teeth and its forked tongue. And you just boom, right there in the head. Go ahead and roll to hit.
This is a fucking movie, bro.
Yeah. Can I aim for the head with the flintlock?
Please say Silnan shoots him in the fucking heads, like just like that, because I
Yeah.
like that.
I would fucking be so down if you just pop this man.
That's the goal.
He's like, oh, fuck.
Roll to hit. How much was the hit?
1 second. First roll is 19 plus 5, so 24.
24 hits?
Okay, do I not? If I'm aiming for the head, do I need to roll with disadvantage or
No, the head's all you can see. Because it's right.
Okay,
it's right in front
cool.
of you.
Yeah, I blast this man.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit. I mean, not the damage. Go ahead and roll the damage.
That is 9 plus 5. Yeah, nice. 5, 14.
14 damage. Okay. You immediately freak out and you shoot. You're not used to the recoil, so instead of hitting anywhere where you break the skull or crack into it, you just it goes against the side of its right cheek and actually blows its ear off. You can see a lot of grazing from the black powder. You can see a lot of different like small, deep wounds across the cheek and side of its face.
Jesus, how does the captain usually? I think that's my turn. I don't have any.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to do with reaction. So.
We gotta stop saying Jesus, guys.
Yeah, please don't.
God damn it, gods! How does the captain usually?
Oh,
Jesus
Catherine.
Christ, why do I keep saying that?
Can we make Jesus canon?
Holy Mother of Catherine. So, as you have the window open now, you can also see the other 3 harpies are all around this working on it, and it's much looser than the other one. It's actually starting to slide a bit out of its bracing.
Oh, fuck.
And up next would be the harpy, but Chirp comes busting up into the top layer with a massive speed, as in fact the hatch for the stairs to the top deck blows open in several shards as he sprints up onto the deck. Looking around, he'll see dying taxi. He'll
It's
see
clobbering time.
Velrisa next to the railing holding onto it, and he sees Mountain. He doesn't see Mountain. He sees the rope dangling off attached to the harpy.
Probably sees the giant pink bird.
He
too,
definitely
yeah.
sees the pink bird. Fuck, what's he gonna? I'm trying to figure out what he would do in this situation.
Sensory overload.
He jumps off the boat
They got this. Disassociate.
like everybody else in the fucking party.
He surfs off the boat.
He looks up towards the harpy and goes, "Wow, that's a big trophy." And then both of his arms, they actually rotate off of their shoulder joints and move towards his chest, creating one long barrel like a gun, and fires a large siege-like arrow towards the harpy. That actually misses. This
Shocking.
large arrow comes curving out and it just misses and slams into the mast. You can see there's also a chain-like linked rope attaching it back to Chirp. And as it hits the mast, he goes, "Oh, unfortunate." And he starts to slowly wind it back up towards his body. Basically, just, yeah, very slowly winding it back up. And that will end Chirp's turn. Up next is the harpy. The harpy will pay no mind to the robot man. Instead, it will just pull out the trident
Fuck off.
and then throw it off the side.
Fuck off.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I probably would.
It throws it up to the side. So Mountain, as you're scaling up, you start to feel just no more weight. And as the rope starts falling, as you're moving your hands up and down, it just flies past into the storm below you. And you start to fall. The harpy will then look towards Eagle Br'aad and move in for a strike. That will be a 22 to hit.
That hits my big bird AC.
Okay, this might knock you out of bird, honestly. I don't know how much HP giant eagles
Not
have.
a lot, not a lot.
Please, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do if it does for you, bud.
I will be fucked.
That's 10. That's 10 slashing.
I'm okay for now.
All right. You're very lucky I
Yeah.
rolled extremely low.
Yeah, I am. He doesn't have giant eagle, but does not have a lot of
So it
health.
just slashes right into your frail bird body.
Little tiny bird body.
And then it will actually pull away from you, so you get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna get it with my beak.
And it's going to start moving back towards Taxi.
I'm gonna get it with my. Hey, I have a question. If you're a giant eagle with multi attack, do you use the multi attack or do you just use one of the things?
You get one
How does it
attack.
work?
You get one attack
Okay.
as an attack of opportunity. Just one swing.
Yeah. I got a 14 to hit. Is that
14
hit?
hits. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I rake it with my big bird.
Big bird towing.
And it does 19 damage.
19 damage. God damn.
I rolled actually the highest I could have rolled. Yeah.
Holy fuck. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s. Snake eyes, baby. But there's a lot of snakes.
Proud.
As you slam your talons into the back, you get a really good piercing deep into its flesh, and you wrap your eagle talons around its spine as you pierce in.
Caw!
And as it pulls back, you feel your claws actually rake against the bone, and you can feel yourself even chip some off
Scraw!
as it pulls itself away. It seems very injured by that attack, but it moves towards Taxi and scoops him up with its talons,
Excuse me?
and it
Oh
begins
my
to slowly
God.
ascend up the ship.
No.
What the fuck? Why?
Hey, welcome to the mid-roll. It's me, Condi, and it's 2 a.m. And I'm here to tell you about all the cool Just Roll It stuff that's going on right now, and also what you should be doing to support us. Yeah. I know a lot of you are on the edge of your seats, so we're gonna make this quick. Nothing creative today, you know. This is a little bit informative, if anything. Now, to start off, we have the Patreon. Now, we just hit $2,000 on the Patreon, so that means if we hold $2,000 for the month, then we will be going weekly next month. Now, we need to make sure we're holding the $2,000 so we can afford the editors that we're paying. This is all just so that we're not in the negative when we're trying to go weekly. It's a very time-consuming thing and also money-consuming thing. So if you want to get weekly episodes, maybe try to keep us above that 2,000 mark, eh? Secondly, make sure you're tweeting hashtag JRWI show if you want to talk about the show or share your fan art or any of that stuff. We really love seeing that stuff. We do see everything that gets posted there, and a lot of it's very cool. You can also follow us at JRWI show at twitter.com and also on Twitch, JRWI show, where we will be doing stuff sometime. Can't really, not going into it, but there will be stuff sometime. It's going to be cool. And lastly, if you join the Discord at discord.gg/JRWI, you'll be able to hang out with the community, which we have a very lovely one in there. Anyway, I'm tired and not feeling, it's time. Just let's get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Have fun.
And that is going to end the Harpy's turn. So up next is Taxi. Roll a d20.
I'm alive.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
You are alive.
destabilized, remember?
So start of your turn. Then you take 7 from bleeding.
Never mind. I'm not alive anymore.
So
Oh my god.
I didn't know if it was at the end of my turn or
the
after.
bleeding's at start.
Okay. Well, I'm back out. See ya. I can't do anything.
I will say this is something you wanted to do. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. There's something you really wanted to do.
There was one thing I thought of doing. Well, 2 things. I do have Cure Wounds prepared, but I also was thinking about calling lightning again.
You fucking dumbass,
Please
dude.
don't.
This is where I draw the line.
Please don't.
I will allow you to cure wounds yourself before you take the damage. So if you get more than 7, then you're still up with your cure wounds.
Okay. 1 sec.
I will not allow you to call lightning though, because you're gonna just kill yourself.
No, I was gonna do it before it got to me,
Yeah.
but it used its turn.
Yeah. So I will allow a cure wounds to see if you can. see if
I
you can
totally thought
stay
what you were
stable.
saying is to go out in a blaze
No.
of glory.
No.
Goodbye,
Oh,
my
I thought-
friends.
I thought it was gonna be towards you. I'll do a level. I'll do level 3 cure ones. So no more call lightning.
Okay.
And that is. So I gained 20 back.
Okay. So minus that by 7, and that's how much you're at.
I am at 14.
You are in its claws. You are in its grasp as it's floating up. It's still your turn. You have your bonus action, but you are very limp. You are very wounded.
I'll just take a deep breath, and I mean I can't try and break out with bonus, right? That's an action.
It's an action to break out, yes. And I will warn you now, you probably won't get out. The DC's pretty damn high.
For my bonus action, I will wait.
I will
fuck
it.
I will fuck the
No,
harpy.
I will
Now this is D&D.
damn,
Now
if I
we're
was
playing
man.
D&D.
Yeah, there's only really one thing I can do, and I'll spend my last key point to take patient defense in my little state. My fucking state.
Okay, you take patient defense.
Yes.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. That works. Okay. All right. And that ends Taxi's turn. Up next will be the harpies. No one has sight of them except for... Wait, is Sonnen back? Gandhi?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. Yep.
So you see the harpy doesn't even go for you, actually. It goes back towards the crystal. And as all 4 of them go back to working on it, you feel the entire ship start to move back a bit as the crystal starts to slide out of the socket. It is coming loose. And if it does, you feel like the ship might not function.
That's not good. Okay.
Everyone's got their shit cut out
And-
for them, don't they?
And then up next
Yeah.
will be Br'aad, as it uses all the harpy's remaining turns.
Okay. I can fly very far because I am a big bird.
You can. Mountain is falling to his death.
I want to grab the falling man.
what the fuck?
Yeah, did you miss that shit?
What? Yeah, I'm dying. I'm falling.
Yeah, so what happened was he started scaling back up when on the harpy's turn, it just pulled the trident out and tossed it overboard.
Wait a second. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to die. I want to fucking die.
I want to die.
Nope. And so I do. I slam my head against the mast and instantly die. No, I dive down. I'm as graceful
He dies.
as a eagle, and then I want to pick up mountain in my talons.
Ow. I mean, yes, but ow.
I don't think you could ride me on the back. I think we'd both fall to our death.
The giant eagle should have the strength to pull mountain. I almost guarantee.
It has 16 strength. Is that good enough?
They're good enough
Yeah, I
for
think so.
214 pounds.
Giant eagles can carry like 2 people. I'm pretty
It
sure.
also is a large beast, so I would assume it can carry.
It's like 2 humanoids.
Mountain is
Yeah.
very heavy, but yeah, no, you can definitely carry mountain in your talons. You could probably grab him with your talons and are holding onto him with no problem.
So I use. How far away is he?
How far away is who?
Down.
Mountain?
Like he's probably like what?
It would take you what's your fly speed? 40?
80 feet.
80. Oh damn, you know you're fast as shit. I forgot.
Yeah, I have a lot. That's why I'm asking, because I think I could go down and
So
up.
you have 40 in total because of difficult terrain, but you would have used 25-ish to get down a mountain. So you still have 15 left. Yeah.
Okay.
The wind just makes it difficult terrain and flying because of it's bad. It's a bad storm.
Yeah, I understand. I want to fly back up, and I want to yeet. How much health do you have? You know what? Don't tell me. I want to yeet mountain at the big bird carrying taxi.
Okay.
Okay.
You get flung towards it. We'll hold on to that as you get flung towards it. Will that end?
Should I roll for that?
No,
Should I roll
no.
for that?
We'll get back to mountain. Mountain will hit it as it's his turn.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
All right.
So you fling mountain towards into the wind towards the creature that's ascending upwards with taxi in its grasp. And that ends that turn. Up next is the captain. He just starts very lazily stumbling once again in the same direction that the harpy's in. He seems to be hardly conscious. And that will end his turn. Up next is Velrisa.
Okay. I climb back onto the ship, but like I do like a flip over the railing and do it all fucking
Oh, yeah.
badass.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then is Taxi still dead?
Taxi is conscious with a couple of HP, and he's grasped. He basically the harpy is holding it in both of its hands, and it's just ascending upwards above the ship. It's about 20 feet up right now off the deck.
It's the
I'd yell something, but I mean, he can't really. His organs are pretty fucking mushed at the moment.
is that harpy damaged at all?
That's the greater one. It's looking pretty rough. That's the main one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to fly up to it,
Mm-hmm.
and all right, boys, I'm gonna pop off.
Yes.
Do it.
I'm gonna use blight on the harpy.
Okay.
That's a 15 con save.
The 15 con save. Yeah. Pull up. Fuck. Probably.
What does Blight do?
You'll see.
Con save. That is a 19.
Okay. Well,
Guess it won't see.
no, you will. Let me do some math.
let me do some math. What level are you casting Blight at?
4th level. That's
Fourth
the only
level?
level I can cast it at.
Okay. Basically, Blight is like the exact opposite of taxi spells.
Yeah.
Blight instantly kills plants and shit.
Accidentally kills Taxi.
Shit, my bad, bro.
That's kind of what I was worried about. But I wasn't sure what Blight did. That's why I asked.
All right, just 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. How do you want to finish it off?
I want to fly up to it, and while I'm flying up to it, like halfway there, I want to like hold my arm out and like my eyes turn like purple and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a big like wave of black energy comes on both sides of it and like consumes it.
Bye bye.
And then I
Okay.
catch Taxi.
Yeah, dude. Like a princess.
Okay, so as you're flying up, if you begin to charge the energy deep inside you, you can feel it burning inside of your soul. As you fire this necrotic energy forward, out of your hands as you're flying upwards, it swirls around the harpy. Taxi as well. You get blinded by this darkness. You feel cold. You feel like you're dying. And
God, you're so hot. I hate him.
I release Taxi. I release Taxi.
you look up Taxi in the darkness. You look up.
Non-canonical. I didn't say that.
You look up in the darkness, towards the harpy as it surrounds you. And you can see all of its veins begin to pulse out of its body. They start to go this dark, almost green-like color. All the skin starts to turn more pale, and it just stops in the air and starts choking and coughing. And then it releases its grip on you, and it starts to slowly move towards the end of the ship, twitching and trying to get a hold of its nerves as its muscles seem to just spasm uncontrollably. and it tumbles and it hits the railing hard head first and then falls off the side of the ship, somewhere deep into the storm below.
Is it the side that Sulnan's on, or?
Yeah, you see it. You see it out the window as it goes flying by.
Okay, cool.
I
And
fly
then
up.
as Taxi falls, Velrisa, you come up with both arms and you catch him, Superman Lois style.
Mountain about to nail you fuckers.
No, no. What I really do is I fly up to him, high five him, and let him fall.
High five his hand as he's falling down.
Okay, yeah,
So I'm just getting flung at nothing.
I grab him and descend onto the ship.
You catch him as a Superman Lois Lane style, like in both your arms, like just cradling him pretty much. And you guys lock eyes for a moment before you feel a heavy mass slam into your back. Velrisa's mountain comes slamming into you as well. And all three of you go tumbling and hit the dock below. Silnan, you are down below
Yes.
ship. The crystal is sliding out of the bracer as the harpies are pulling it out of its locking mechanism. What do you do?
Ah, shit. I look around. What's around in the room?
Nothing. There are
Nothing.
there are
There's
some
nothing
there
in the
are
room.
storage crates on the other side of this layer, but around there are just the bracers holding the crystals, the portholes next to them, and that is it. There are some
Okay.
tools, but none of them are anything that you think are going to be useful here.
Nothing that would like help me keep the crystal in position or
There
anything
are
like
there
that.
are some small wrenches and things to tighten the bracers, but nothing is going to stop it from being pulled out.
Okay. I could do a strength contest, I think, right?
Go for it.
Me versus 4 harpies.
Go for
Why
it.
not?
In your hurried rush, you make a irrational thought and you grab a hold of the crystal. As you do, make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck yeah, let's get more fucked. 16 plus 1, 17.
17. So this is your choice. You start to feel a darkness
Okay.
inside of you swelling as you grab a hold of the crystal. Do you let it out or do you keep it contained?
Ooh.
Oh, this is cool as fuck, dude.
Yikes.
Bro, we all been sending it today. You have to.
Dude, oh, no, don't tell
Send
him.
it.
Listen, hey, Connie, man, it's your character, bro. It's your. Oh, I want him to send it so
Oh,
bad,
no.
guys. Like,
There's so many. This is like exactly what's going on in Sylvan's head. There's so many voices.
do it.
Send it.
Do it. Send
Do
it,
it.
Sylvan.
Baby,
Send
no.
it.
You don't want to do this.
Yes.
You don't want to do this.
Yes.
Ooh, you want to do it. You want to do this.
No.
Ooh.
Unleash the beast.
You know, Sylvan's under the influence.
Think about our love. Our
Sylvan's under
future
the influence of
children.
Gem Thing. You're dead, Catherine.
And soon you will be too.
Unleash the beast. Let it out.
Let her rip. Let's go. For
You
it.
doing it?
We're going for it.
Yeah,
You know, it's fucking
let's go.
Sylvan's under the influence of the fucking gem.
Yes.
Not a smart decision.
Okay. As both of your hands, you grab a hold of it, you immediately realize this crystal is way bigger than you. There's no way you can hold on to. You don't have the strength. And then you feel that darkness bubbling inside of you. And you hear the voice. It sounds like he's standing behind you. He just goes, "It's time for me to finally shine." And as you feel, you start to feel this ooze creeping out of you. As you look down towards your arms, you see this purple-like mist going up your forearms. And it starts to almost coagulate like a solid, like a very thick liquid towards the tops of your forearms. And it creates these almost needle-like appendages that pull out of the top of your forearm. And 3 on each side, these large insect-like appendages. They come down, they spike into the crystal. And you grab it with your hands and you start to pull it back in place. You can feel this darkness still swelling inside of you. As you look back behind you, you see these shadow-like wings start to grow off the back of your shoulder blades. You start to lose grip of who you are. You start to forget your name. You start to forget your friends, the ship, everything around you. You focus on the crystal and you pull it back into the spot and secure it once more. But you're not done yet. You feel the
Oh, yeah,
energy
let's
of the
go.
4 harpies outside. And before you can even think about it, instinctively, you somehow blink and you're outside standing with the harpies flying in the air.
Is he just asked? Never mind. This is like some fucking
This is in
Black
character
Clover
laughing
shit.
now. I'm maniacally laughing.
This is
I-
crazy.
No, dude, this is great. This is great. Can you fucking do it? Can you maniacally laugh in Sullen voice, please?
I murder them. Oh yeah, one second. Still in voice. I killed him.
Oh my god, I love this so much. Okay, roll a d20 and add 6.
And add 6. That is a 17 plus 6. 20.
23. Roll a d12, add 5.
That's a 9.
Plus 5 already?
Yeah.
9, okay.
Yeah.
You, with your right arm, one of the 3 spinal-like appendages that come off, all 3 of them spike into this harpy, and it pins it into the side of the ship. You can see as soon as these dark purple shadow-like spikes, as they go into the chest, you see the skin around it start to darken purple. You see the veins around this part of the harpy start to coagulate and start to thicken out of the skin, like all the blood is clotting around it. It looks towards you, and you can see the veins in the throat as well start to swell, and it goes to screech, but its throat closes and it starts gagging for air.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking get him, dude.
The other harpies, as they look at you, seeing this happen to their comrade, they look back towards the crystal. One of them goes to pull on it again, but sees there's no give, and they immediately retreat and start flying towards the storm away from you.
I'm gonna kill him anyway. Can I just kill him
Roll
anyway?
a d20, add 7.
Holy shit, boys.
That's a 21.
That's a 21.
We're losing them.
As they're flying away, you look over and you swipe your hand left, and as you do, all 3 of the spike-like appendages, they go in a line in front, and they sharpen on the opposite side like a large blade across your hand. And as they slash into the sky, they hit the back of the harpy, actually slicing one of its wings off. Roll 2d6 and add 3.
2d6 and 3.
Now, can I
okay.
ask something really fast? Is Silman enjoying this?
I think in the moment, absolutely.
I mean, he would be, yeah. He's the one that let it out, so it's like taking control of him.
What was it? Plus
3.
So 12.
12. As it slices one of the wings off, just this large ethereal blade slashes into the back of the creature, and it stiffens in the air, its entire back going this dark, cursed purple, and it falls to the ground as well. The other one manages to get out of sight in the storm and gets away. The one that's against the ship deceases, and then you start to feel almost disappointed that it's over. You start to feel like the hunt has just ended, and as the spikes begin to pull back out and they retract back towards your body, you close your eyes for a second. When you open, you're standing in the lower level of the deck again, and the darkness begins to fade.
Can I opt to pass out when the darkness fades?
Make a con save.
Yeah, sure. Okay. That's a natural one.
It's perfect.
Woo!
As you're standing
Cool.
there, the darkness is inside of you. You start to feel hungry, start to feel tired, and the voice comes in the back of your mind again and goes, it all gets better from here. And then your eyes close and you feel yourself hit the lower level of the deck hard, and you black out.
Cool. Okay.
Up top,
All in a day's work.
Velrisa, Mountain, Taxi, you've all hit the ground. None of you taking damage, but for the soul flavor, it's like Scooby-Doo style. You're all laying in a pile. The captain, he starts to shake his head and he rubs his temple. I feel like I've just come over something. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yes.
Define. All right.
Oh, you do not look good. And he runs over, mainly looking at you, Taxi. You are a wreck. There are multiple deep wounds still around where his collarbones are. There are these large punctures. You can see bone shards coming out from where his ribs have just been caved inwards.
I am dying.
Big metal man, get this man downstairs. Get him to the infirmary.
Don't. Ow.
You're a healer, right? Tifa?
Right.
You go take care of him, please. I'll make sure everybody else is all right.
Let's go, Taxi. Come on. I help escort
Wait.
him.
Hold on. The combat's over.
Combat is over.
Oh, I can do this. I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
That's not going to stop. That's
No, that's okay. I cure wounds, Taxi.
Yeah, the cure wounds is going to help, but it's not going to fully stop your injuries. It's going to stop the bleeding. What's the amount first of all?
7.
7. Okay, that's enough. That stops the bleeding. You are still very injured. You can feel it, especially you can feel it internally. You feel like you're internally bleeding. You feel weak. You feel these pains in different parts of your body you've never felt before in these different parts of you. You mainly feel it above your stomach, around where your heart and where the top of your lungs are. You feel this deep pressure inside, Taxi. It feels like you're trying to breathe, but every time you do, you're like, every time you start to swell your chest, you feel like spikes hitting the outside of your lungs.
Could I lesser restoration or something to maybe help with the internal bleeding?
That will help with the bones and
Okay. Then
the
I'll
growing.
cast lesser
It'll take some
restoration.
time. It'll take more rest and continued magical healing to get him better.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself. Cure wounds at first level.
Okay, go ahead. And Br'aad,
Max.
where are you?
I would like to. The first thing I would like to do is to turn back into Br'aad, regular person Br'aad, and run down to the last place I saw Solon go because we haven't seen him yet.
You saw him run into the ship. That's all. That's where you saw him go.
Yeah, but that was like
Yeah.
a few turns ago, right?
That was a while. That would have been. That was the last. The last time we saw him was him opening the hatch and running downstairs, and the hatch shutting. So you know he's somewhere in the ship.
Yeah, I want to look around.
Oh. Is the infirmary down there?
You follow Chirp, Velrisa,
Okay.
and you run. You got onto the next level, and then the one below that one to near the front side of the ship, and there are a lot of beds and medical items. There's some healing herbs, mixes, potions. It seems to be it's very basic, the
Mhm.
tools in which what you have here, but it's still something. So Br'aad. So you're looking for Silman?
Yeah. I just want to follow his footsteps and see what happened because we haven't seen him in a bit, and obviously that would make Br'aad pretty nervous in a fight like that where I saw Taxi go down pretty hard.
You start running down the stairs towards that mountain. The captain helps you up as you were there as well.
All right.
He goes, Are you okay? Can you stand?
Yeah. I'm fine. Just fell to my death for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was all good.
Well, at least you're all right. Can you help me with the ship? Can we help me secure some of the ropes and stuff that have come unfastened from the storm?
Yes, of course.
All right. Make a survival check for me.
10.
10. You go around, you start refastening you very, very simple knots and stuff around to keep the masts from falling. He goes and he grabs the helm and starts to sort of get the ship back under control as it's still flailing violently left and right from the storm. He's trying to control the wind and get it to angle right. He looks down at you. He looks down towards you, Mountain, once you tighten some of the last knots, and he goes, "Check the downstairs. Make sure the crystals are all right."
On it. And I run downstairs.
Okay, so up next then will be Velrisa, Chirp, Taxi.
So
Chirp lays Taxi in one of the nearest beds, very, very cautiously, and he just steps back.
I try to sit up and go back up.
Taxi, I like.
It's not as you go to sit up. One of your ribs, your fractured ribs starts to puncture into your stomach as you try to sit up.
I lay you back down. Taxi, please do not move right now.
I have to help.
You're like a pincushion.
You've done all the help you can, Taxi.
Okay.
Are the wounds?
If I can assist in any way, let me know.
Are the wounds like they open at all, or have they started to close like on the outside?
The wounds have started to close. Most of it. It's just broken bones.
Yeah.
Organs, not doing great.
Yeah. Well, let me
Punctures, scrapes, stuff like that. It's
let me
more
cast a
internal damage.
lesser restoration on him.
You cast lesser restoration. You start. You work towards mainly the chest area where the ribs, and the collarbone, most of the outer skeleton have cracked inwards toward the organs. You start to try to reshape those bones and get the shards out of his wounds. Make a medicine check while you're doing this for me.
That is a 14 plus 7, 21.
21. You manage to get a lot of the shards, even pieces of the bone from, more like a stone fragment now that you tell from the claws of the heartbeat, but you manage to get all of the debris out and start to get the bones back in shape. He's going to need, you would guesstimate, probably 2 days bed rest along with more healing and more checking in, but
Right.
it should only take about 2 days to get back to ship shape.
Taxi, you're gonna have to be here for a while.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You fought very brave, very hard.
Still,
I didn't get to see what happened.
still not strong enough.
Taxi, just lay down and relax. You need to heal. You need to rest.
I couldn't do anything. I'm sorry.
All right, I cure wounds him one more time, and then we'll move on.
I'm just gonna sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that and
That's
do that.
8 health.
Okay. Br'aad, you head down to the lower level, and you see Silnan collapse face first on the floor. It's silent down here. You can notice some damage towards the crystal behind him, but it's secured in place. And then looking past that, you see another figure standing in the room. You see this demonic creature kneeling over Silnan. The light gray, just very flat flesh, no wrinkles, no muscles, no expression or any sort of facial features, just this flat gray skin where it spines twice on the top like devil horns.
Okay, I stab him.
You're gonna run towards it and stab it?
Oh yeah, it's a big fucking demon over my
It is.
brother's
It's
unconscious
kneeling
body.
over
Yeah,
his-
I'm gonna stab it.
Go.
I'm gonna stab the big demon.
Roll to hit.
Not great. Hang on. 15.
That hits.
Actually.
Uh-oh, wait a second.
Do I roll damage on this?
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
Fuck.
It's just 6 damage.
6 damage as you run up and you stab into the body of this creature as it's standing over your brother. It passes through with insane ease, and as you puncture all the way through, you actually hear Silnan yell out in pain as his body flails.
Yeah.
The
Did I?
Saw that one coming.
the featureless face just slowly tilts up to you and goes, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Okay, you can talk. So get away from him.
Get away from who? Me.
Are you stupid?
And one of its hands comes up and its claws that just slowly caress the side of your face. Don't you recognize your own brother?
Yikes.
Yikes, dude!
Yikes!
Yikes!
Yikes.
Br'aad is gonna try and he's gonna assume this is some sort of illusion or something, so he's gonna like Arcana check this.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Because this does not seem right.
But as it caresses your face, it feels very real. You can feel the cold, dark claws as they just slowly slide down the side of your cheek.
Icky yucky yuck. 13.
13.
13.
You try to sense the magic in the air. It feels dark and almost like it's stuffy. Like it feels like there's this dark smoke in the room and it's hard to even breathe around this creature. And as it's looking at you, you begin to hear the thudding of footsteps coming down towards the lower level. You both look up very quickly, and as you look back down, it's no longer there. It's just Silnan laying there, out cold.
Okay, I was gonna threaten to exercise it, but
At this point, Mountain comes down to the lower level as well and sees you standing there over top of Silnan's unconscious body.
Mountain sees me with a wide stance, making a finger cross at the air.
Hey, I came to check the crystal.
Silnan, did he run? Did he run past you?
What?
Where'd he go?
What happened?
There was a Mountain. Listen, I know there's been a lot, and I just threw you, and I was a big bird. But there was a. It looked like a demon in here.
It looked very fiendish. It did look very fiendish.
A demon?
Let's-
Where?
I don't know. Maybe it's like haunted or something.
Haunted?
It's been a long. Let's just get Silnan
Are
out
you
of
messing
here.
with me?
No, not this time.
At this point, Silnan, you start to slowly come conscious. You're very out of it. Your vision is doubled. It's very blurry and hard to see, and your ears are ringing. But you can just faintly hear Mountain and Br'aad talking. Your body feels very weightless, though, and you feel like you have no control over your muscles or nerves, like you can't get up.
Do I?
Okay.
Is he like visibly conscious or no?
At this point, you wouldn't tell that he's conscious because he's face first. But if you start picking it up, you'd probably notice his eyes are like very faintly shuddering awake. And he's
Well, the next thing I was gonna do, is like roll him over and slap his cheeks.
if you roll him over, you see his eyes. They kind of roll towards his upper field of vision, but his eyelids are like rapidly trying to shut, but they're staying just barely open, like a squint.
Hey, stay with me, bud. Are you there?
So, Br'aad, we don't have time to mess around. The ship is falling apart.
The ship is falling apart.
Yeah, I think.
At this
Kinda.
point, you hear a very loud creak, a very loud as the crystal begins to slowly slide out of place again.
I'm gonna.
The ship is falling
I'm
apart.
gonna run to the crystal.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Okay.
Br'aad can help as well. You can give an advantage if you wish.
22.
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay, you have advantage if you wish to roll again.
I already got a
Yeah.
22, but I guess I'll.
Could roll again just
Just in
case.
case, in case it's higher.
Oh yeah, it was higher. 24.
24.
Cool.
You grab a hold, both you and Br'aad, you grab a hold of the crystal, and Mountain, you pull it back. As Br'aad, you start grabbing some of the tools nearby on the floor and start to try to wrench parts of the bracer back in place and lock it tight. Make a survival check for me, Br'aad.
Oh, fuck me. Time to roll for that survival check.
Mhm.
I got it keeps landing on its fucking side, dude. Give me one. Okay, come on, bud. All right, 9.
9. You put them in
Yeah.
securely as you think they can go. And then, Mountain, you let go, and the crystal stays in place.
That looks good.
Yeah, I think we got. What happened to Silman? For real?
Wait, Sylvan, are you there?
I don't know if I can talk.
You can
I'm still
speak.
out,
So
right?
basically, you can hardly see. As I said, your eyes can barely stay open. It's very blurry, and any sense of light hurts you. Like it gives you a
Okay.
massive migraine. But you can just faintly hear them, and you can faintly respond. But it's very it's not easy.
My head.
Silman.
Mountain, I don't know what happened or if the harpies got him. Let's rush him up to the infirmary.
Yeah. You get that side. We pick him up.
Okay.
Carry him.
As you begin carrying, you carry Br'aad and Mountain. You carry Silnan back to the infirmary, where Taxi is still laying with Velrisa watching over. And as the ship starts to slowly stabilize itself, Silnan and Taxi.
Yeah.
Taxi, you would awaken first. It'd be later into the day. So approximately probably about 4 hours have passed since the incident. The ship has been stabilized, and you guys are steadily moving through the eye of the storm, waiting for it to fully pass, as it's still going. So you guys are moving very slowly, waiting for the storm to fully pass and being cautious. What would everybody be doing for this couple of hours?
While we're asleep before we wake up.
Well, is everybody going to sleep? Is everybody going to long rest?
This is like
yeah.
is
Let's
this
ask- let's
directly
ask this.
after?
No. Okay, so I'm asking. Basically, what happens is Silnan, you get Silnan up to the infirmary. You lay him down. Velrisa looks over him. Velrisa takes care of making sure both him and Taxi are resting and are stabilized. And then after that, what do you guys do next for the next 4 hours or so?
I'm gonna like tend to what's it called? Silnan and Taxi.
Okay, yeah.
But are we able to long rest?
If you want to long rest, you can, but it would be longer than 4 hours then.
Yeah.
But that's
I
fine.
wanted to
it's not a
maybe-
big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Br'aad about Silman.
Okay.
All right.
I'm confused. Are Sonnen and I just out for the next 4 hours and then we get up?
You guys are currently unconscious, yes.
Oh shit. Okay, I was gonna say maybe talk to someone if he was unconscious though. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
He
Let's go, Mountain.
he would have
Fucking
really lost
right.
consciousness because of his body. His body is weak and needs to be rested.
Okay.
He exerted a lot
So-
of energy.
So what actually happened to him?
It's been a few hours and I'm not sure what I saw, but I don't know, there was a lot going on, but I went down there and
You said demon.
yeah. So there was a demon
Was it real?
crouched over it, and then he the demon I think tried to imply that he was Silnan. So I think maybe one of the harpies or something was playing mind tricks.
Uh,
I don't
you
know.
he said that he was Silman, but he's not Silman. He's a demon. And
Exactly. That's where I'm at. That doesn't make
fuck.
any sense. Nice try.
Yeah, but-
stupid.
why would he be out then? Why is he unconscious?
I mean, maybe one of the harpies smacked him. He didn't have any wounds, so maybe the harpy pushed him really hard and he fell on his head.
That seems unlikely.
That doesn't make sense now that I've said it out loud, does it? I don't
No,
feel like
It
I don't
doesn't.
feel like my brother would let that happen.
But that's
Yeah.
all right. We should find out what happened.
Why don't I'll find a good time to bring it up with him.
Okay.
Try and keep this under wraps. I don't know what this could mean, so
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I'll keep my eye out.
Good job out there today.
Yeah, like,
I liked when you threw the thing and you hit it with the lightning. That was cool.
yeah, good catch. Good catch.
Yeah, that was cool. It was also cool. There was one of us got on a sword and rode it like a skateboard. I don't know if anyone saw that.
That was definitely you, and I'm pretty sure you fell off right after.
and did a kickflip. And I hope someone saw. Oh,
Where are you guys talking at right now? Where are you guys currently conversating?
Probably right around where
we would.
Summer
I
and
would.
Taxia.
I would ideally. Yeah, like around the corner. I
Mhm.
would not want to do this like right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So as you guys are talking, the captain walks by, walking into the infirmary. As he's passing by, he goes, "Oh, are both of you all right?"
Yeah, we're fine. Just planning.
Captain Cedric, are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm quite all right. Thank you for asking.
Hey, took a nasty spill.
Is
out there.
that?
Yeah, it's was a hard-fought battle, but we came out victorious.
Is that typical?
Barack Obama?
Is what typical? I'm sorry, I didn't.
All the just like so much. Like that was pretty bad.
Oh, right. I've never seen that many harpies before at once. It was bizarre, to say the least. I especially have not seen one of that size. That must be some variant or something of the matter.
Right.
How are your teammates? Are they all right?
Not sure.
Yeah, I think they're.
Oh!
Not good, I guess.
Did Taxi just bust a fucking nut? What was that?
I don't know.
Taxi has wet dream.
He's having a night terror.
He dreams of Velrisa catching him again. He goes, "Oh!"
Never mind. No, he didn't.
I think he just coughed
no,
out.
non-canonic now because you made it
I think he just
weird.
coughed out his pancreas. He coughed out his pancreas, and I have to put it back down his throat. 1 second, Cedric.
No, shut up.
Anyway, I just wanted to come in and check on everybody. Well, I saw that at least 2 of us have been greatly injured, but we at least came out and the ship is still stable.
Yeah, we're
We
good. I got
are
it
not
secured.
too far now away from our destination, our first stop.
From Valletta?
Yes.
Good. All right, how, been meaning to ask you, how long will we be there?
Well, the ship, the crystals themselves need to be recharged by the hands of special mages. So,
Right.
since we're coming in the nightfall, I would assume it wouldn't be until the next morn when we could take off. So we do have some time to be in the town
Right.
if you have anything you need to do.
I do have one thing. Yeah.
But we should probably set off at some point, probably afternoon at the latest.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
He'll nod to both of you and then he'll walk into the infirmary. At this point as well, Taxi, you'd start coming to consciousness.
After he walks away, I'm gonna look to Br'aad and just lean in a little closer and go,
That guy's a prick. And then walk away.
Oh, not my Cedric.
oh wait, I forgot he liked Cedric. Oh no. Okay, well I walk away like probably
Forgot I had a little crushy washy, dude.
over to check on Jack, who's probably fucking terrified.
Jack's probably down in the
Oh,
barracks
Jack would have
area.
seen. Wait, would Jack have seen everything?
No, he probably
that
would have been
happened.
like, I left him back in the barracks.
Well, yeah, but did you leave him on the lower level, like the very bottom, or just leave him in the barracks?
Probably in the barracks, like wherever I would be sleeping. I think.
Okay, so yeah, he'd be right one level above you in the barracks. But as you're heading up to check on Jack, attacks you come to. The captain has entered the room. Velrisa, I assume, is still in the room as well. You're very weak. You've been bandaged accordingly, though, and you're sitting up in bed very slowly.
I know that I'm weak, DM.
That's not what I was saying.
This is sad, dude. So sad.
As your double vision comes to, though, and you regain full consciousness, what do you look around the room, you see Selnan to your left, and one in the bed right beside you, you see Velrisa in the room, keeping an eye on both of you and the captain entering.
I will watch him enter.
Oh, one of them's awake. Tiefling, sorry, I forget what your name is. What was it?
It's Velrisa.
Velrisa. How are they doing? Are they all right?
They're doing fine for now, but they just need to rest.
He walks over to Selnan, starts like kind of observing. And what was wrong with this one? I don't see any obvious wounds of any kind.
Do I know what's wrong with them?
You through a medicine check, you really couldn't tell anything. There's no blunt trauma. There's no deep wounds. He just seems to be very exhausted. Like he's very out. Like like he's been up for days almost. There's no energy in his body.
I don't exactly know. It just seems like he's passed out. He seems to be drained of all energy.
That's
He doesn't have any noticeable scarring or bruises or anything.
Very strange. Well, keep an eye on him. Make sure he rests okay. Maybe he might have come down with some sort of illness. I do know being up in this cold air, especially during a storm like that, people who aren't used to it, you can easily catch something.
Right.
Anyway, he looks over to you, Taxi. How are you feeling? I see that you're awake now.
I like to try to get out of bed.
You can. It's very painful, and you are currently quote unquote exhausted, so you move with limited speed, and you can't do certain things, but
I double my speed to walk normally.
Wow.
you're just like fucking, you're just speed limping.
Taxi.
Power walking like an elderly man.
Taxi, you really shouldn't be walking right now.
Oh, how's did I damage the ship? Is it
The
fine?
ship is okay. It's taken some charred damage. I'll have to replace some of the boards when we get back to Manessa after our trip. I would not concern yourself with that. It's the fact that we came out, all of us alive and well. That is really what matters.
What about Mountain? Did he and Br'aad? Is everyone?
Everyone is fine. Only you and, he looks over at Sonnen, the fellow over there, have taken major injuries. Everybody else is fine.
Makes sense. Can I could I get outside on the top for a bit?
I would say yes. And he looks over at the Velrisa sort of assuringly. Just be...
maybe help me up there?
He starts to help you up out of bed. Just walk slowly and be careful. Don't exert yourself.
Just need some
Your bones
air.
need to be
Double my
repaired.
speed.
You double your speed and just fall over in pain as your fucking bones snap back out of place.
Nice.
No, I'm gonna... I just need some air. Now we go to the top deck, and that's where I'm going.
Okay, Mountain, you check on Jack. Jack is a little scared because of the storm and how much the ship was shaking. Other than that, he really didn't see that much, though. So he seems to be pretty all right at this point.
Yeah, he's a fucking trooper. I give him a little nom nom, and then that's it.
Okay.
Do you eat them?
No, what? No.
I give him a little... All right, what is anybody else doing before a long rest? Does anybody else want to do anything else special before Taxi's going to the top? Anybody else?
Someone's gonna stay passed
okay.
out. Hell yeah.
Probably take Jacob.
Okay.
I'm gonna play with Jack. Mountain lets me.
I will.
Moving to the top deck, Taxi. There is still a storm. It's very light now. It's almost like a light drizzle at this point as you guys are staying close to the eye of the storm and moving slowly while it passes. So it's not looking too bad. It's still hard to see really around the distance. The clouds are very gray, very dark. But there are no signs of any harpies around.
That's good.
I
Don't know how many more of those I can
The
take.
captain also takes his flintlock back from Sonnen when he was down in the infirmary.
Damn.
I was hoping, dude.
As you guys are moving to the top deck, he reloads both of them and puts them back on the special sheaths that are against the his handles for his swords.
Guys, let's get our own ship.
Yes, and our own flintlock pistols.
And
but
our
more.
own base of action.
our own Mountain gets to be the captain.
Who all comes to the top deck?
Mountain and Br'aad, and the captain, and Jack, and probably Hilltree as well.
Oh my god, how do I keep forgetting about Hilltree, bro?
He just exists. He wasn't in that fight at all, so that's probably why you forgot about him. He was not. He was down in the barracks with Jack the entire time. He did not come out. Hilltree does not handle storms very well.
Oh.
Mountain.
Oh, yeah. You're awake.
I'm gonna be on the rail and just kind of use my head to ask him to come over.
I'll walk over.
You know, a little head usher, head nod.
I love Usher.
Yeah.
It's baby to
Party rock!
That's not.
Oh,
Okay, anyway.
Bro,
wait a second. I apologize.
Well, for what?
I almost put you in a really bad position,
No. It's fine.
and you kind of fell over the mountain. You tried to jump off the boat
Yeah.
to save me,
It
and
was probably not my proudest moment.
I'm just sorry.
Don't be. Look, you fought good back there. Really.
Maybe I shouldn't have, you know. taunted it,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I thought, hey, you had
Yeah, it's all right.
a really good plan with the Br'aad. That's like talent strategy almost. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking on my feet. I didn't want him to kill you or kill the captain.
Oh, death is scary, Mountain.
It's not really.
No, it's pretty scary when you're like in eagle's claws and it's taking you away.
I think
Um,
I don't think that's very scary. I don't know. I've knocked on its doors a few times. Just, I think what's scary is getting back up and continuing to try. That's the
let me
That's the
ask
hard-
you something, Mountain.
Yeah.
Just a small question. How did you get so strong?
by being weak. You know,
You look like you were born as a boulder.
I'm sure it seems that
Were
way.
you?
No, I don't know. You just after a while, I'm sure you get tired of getting picked on. And in my case, I did get tired, and I worked. Takes a lot of work and dedication, but you do have talent. You just need to keep pushing yourself. You'll get there.
Maybe.
I'm thinking maybe.
Thanks for saving. Almost saving.
Wow, you should both be poets.
Hello.
No. I didn't. Sorry, didn't. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, no,
reason.
it's-
I'm gonna.
it's all right.
Hiltree made this really awkward,
That's
so
all
I'm
right.
gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe lay back down.
I take a big drink, then I be silent.
Nice.
I play fetch with Jack and Hiltree, and he pets him, and then I throw one of my torches, and he goes and catches it, and then I accidentally throw one overboard, and I scream because I think Jack is gonna chase it, and I lose it, and I lose a single torch.
And with that, I would say after that, everybody goes for a long rest. Everyone deserves it. Everyone needs it. It's not nightfall yet, but it'll be about nightfall when you awaken, and you should be getting very close to your destination. So if there are no obligations, I will say it's long rest time.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the ship.
Okay. Roll a new character.
Yay!
Bro, this
No save.
I mean, if you jump on the ship now, you're dead, buddy. Like there's.
Bro, just reload. Just save before you do it. It's like when you call the guards in Skyrim. Just save.
quick save.
Just quick save.
Okay.
Is there quick saving in D&D DM?
No.
Save scum. I'm gonna save scum.
Can we save scum this podcast?
You can have someone who just has wish and keeps wishing things didn't happen. But that's about it.
Wait, isn't there like a limit to how much you can use wish?
Yes.
Guys, I'm reloading my last save. Bum, 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 bum. Nice forearms and nicer staff.
No!
Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
We're
not doing that
again. Guys!
And with that, you all head to bed. Silnan, you awake during the night.
Yeah.
Your head is very clouded. You feel rested. You feel okay. As you look around, though, Silnan, you get up out of the bed, look around the infirmary. You feel almost like you feel this something gripping inside of you, something latched onto your soul. You feel heavier, not physically, but more emotionally. You just feel confused. Is there anything you want to do as you awaken?
Yes. I kind of grab my head a bit. I imagine I still don't feel amazing, right?
No, you're better. You're not as exhausted. You're not passing out. You feel more emotionally distraught.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to the deck and get some fresh air.
Okay, 1 second.
Hey, what are you doing up here?
You're
What the fuck are you
you're
doing?
Not, you're in
What?
bed at this point. Everybody long rested.
No, I'm not. Not anymore.
You go up to the top deck and
Stars are pretty, aren't they?
Shut the fuck up, Taxi. Get out of my brain.
the captain is awake. As you come up, you see he's pulled a barrel up towards the helm, and he's sitting up with the wheel, and he's kind of just balancing the wheel with a tankard of drink in his other hand, kind of half-assedly keeping the ship balanced while he's drinking. Looking up at the night
I
sky.
ignore
He
him.
doesn't even notice you
I just-
actually come up. He seems to be He seems to be looking up at the night sky very diligently, very focused.
Stars are pretty, aren't they?
Shut the fuck up, fake taxi. Oh,
Fake
no, I'm just gonna go up to the. No, cut that out. That's
Do not
our
cut that out.
community.
You better not. Nobody cuts that out. That's fucking funny.
I just go lean on the fucking rails and just kind of like look around.
You look around. The storm has passed, and you can actually see the night sky now. You can see the stars up above. You look down, and you see very, very low to the ground. I mean, not very far is the ground, is what I meant to say. You look down, you see just barely the ground. You see very small little increments that you think, oh, that might be a hill or a mountain even. I can't really tell from the size.
Mountain, what are you doing?
But you
down
can
there?
see all these different...
Stars are bright on.
Shut the fuck up, Pink Mountain.
You can see the ground very far down. You can't make out any people or really much of any villages or anything. You can kind of just see the nature below, the natural shape of the earth.
Yeah.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, I kind of take it in and I lean my head against my hand. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Okay, so you just continue to you stand. You take in the sights. You look off towards the front of the ship. You look far off the bow, and you can see the city very far off in the distance. You can just make out what looks like a city. But even from this distance, you guesstimate it's going to be probably a few more hours before you get there at the way the ship is traveling. But a few more hours do pass, and everybody else awakens, feeling rested, ready for the next day.
The stars are bright, aren't they?
It's morning, you
Before
fucking...
it's not morning, it is still night. You guys are waking up in the dead of night.
Taxi, that's the fucking sun.
But before everybody else is
My vision!
before everybody else is fully awakened, Sonnen, while you're up there, Chirp does come up, and he sees you still awake, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't think anybody else would be awake."
Oh, you don't sleep, do you?
No, I merely forget.
Oh, what? That was... How do you do that?
Oh, it's easy. I go like this, and then you see both of his eyes, the lights in them just shut off, and his body crumples to the ground.
Oh. Okay.
And then his eyes, they almost like old flash bulbs, they slowly flicker on again, and he gets back up. It's kind of like that.
That's how you forget?
I was the king of a castle.
What? What are you talking about?
It's like that thing that you guys do. The dreams.
Oh. Wait, how is that even... Aren't you just like a machine? Oh god, you're confused.
That's not very nice. I have living things inside of me, you know.
What?
Here, it's like this. And then he grabs a hold of the metal of his chest, and then when he starts to pull it back a bit, you can see the roots of trees underneath, almost like skin. I am made out of living organisms. Therefore, I live.
That is too complex for me to understand. I can't deal with this.
It's really
right now.
not that hard to comprehend.
It really is that hard to comprehend.
They use roots, and they made me out of it. Now I am Chirp.
Cool.
I can even breathe. Look. Ha. Ho. Ha. Ho.
Ha 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 ha.
Why is Taxi laughing downstairs?
No, that's the fucking Final Fantasy.
I know what you're
meme.
referencing.
Oh yeah.
Weren't you in the infirmary?
Both my hands are on my head.
Shouldn't you be resting?
Yes.
I thought you were wounded.
No.
You have no
I'm
inclinations of danger on your body.
Yep. I'm totally A-okay.
But how? You're not magic.
I don't know.
He starts getting like very close to you, like almost uncomfortably, like looking you up and down.
Can you back up a bit?
I don't understand how you are okay. I must investigate further.
I wasn't... Listen, I don't even remember what happened. I just remember grabbing the crystal, and then things just kind of went blurry from there, okay? I don't know.
Maybe you should refrain from grabbing crystals. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, you know, I think I've learned that lesson several times in my life.
probably should, actually.
And I never seem to fucking learn.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back downstairs and dream some more. I hope you enjoy the view.
Yeah, you enjoy forgetting, dreaming, whatever you do.
I dream, therefore I am. He starts walking back downstairs.
You fucking robot.
At this point, everybody else is awakened, moving to the top deck. You've picked up all your equipment once more off the sides of your beds. You've made it to the top. Everyone's reunited once more, feeling rested. Taxi, you are still mildly injured, but you don't have to wear any more bandages or really anything. You just still feel sore.
And sad.
So what is everybody doing at this point as you guys reunite on the top of the ship? It is still nightfall, and you are approaching your destination.
I guess we can have a talk. Good talk.
No one wants to say anything? No talking?
Good talk.
Going once, going twice?
I'm good. I kind of just.
Someone's keeping to himself right now.
Okay, I want to see what the deal is with Sonnen and then decide whether or not. Can I do like an insight check on what his current demeanor is?
Go ahead, roll insight.
I'm just sitting there like a good distance away from everybody.
Okay.
But not like, I'm not like, my body language isn't standoffish, like stay away from me.
Okay, well here's the thing is I got a 0.
Okay, well you
Oh, cool.
even though he's your brother, you are not reading his language at all. You have no idea how he's feeling.
Well,
Not even the slightest inclination, which is honestly surprising for brothers who've been, together so long.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
It's almost like Br'aad is
it's
just
like-
not at all perceptive.
I go up next to him and I lean up and I look at the stars and I say, night time.
So,
It is. Yes.
oh, we're close, right?
You're
Who are you
who are you talking to? You're talking to me as DM?
I think aren't we all together?
Yeah, everyone's there.
No, and
Everyone's everyone's around up the top. I would guess.
Then I'm talking to everybody.
still nobody responds to Taxi though.
The captain will respond.
So,
Um,
Sonnen, what happened to you? Why were you in the infirmary?
well, I thought it was like a decent amount away from everybody. You
yeah,
know?
Sonnen said specifically that he is like other side of the deck from everybody.
Why is he doing that? Hey, why is Sonnen over there?
As you, for your first question, the captain is up top shining his boots. He's sitting on a crate next to the wheel, and he looks up and goes, "We are about an hour and a half away from the city. It will take us a minor time to dock, but we should be ready soon."
Oh, how is this town?
It is quaint.
Have you been here?
Many times. I have brought many different goods to this town before. It's quite large. Very religious. There are 3 main religions actually in the city. There have been, I've heard recent debacles of sort of differences between the 3 organizations. So there's been a bit of a political fiasco with that. Other than that, the city's very, very nice, very quaint. It's set right on the coast, so there's a very beautiful sight of the ocean as we are here.
Oh, we're gonna stay out of that, right?
Out of what?
The political conflicts?
We're not here for that.
Religious? No,
Yeah,
yes. Well, sometimes whenever we go places, we accidentally get caught up in.
No.
Never, no, it never.
That sounds like your problem and not one of mine.
I think my head is still. I think I'm just injured.
Anyway, we will be there shortly. I already have rooms for all of us. We will have a very nice stay at one of the greatest inns I think you'll ever see.
Right on.
All right, so anything with Sonnen and Br'aad? Anything going on there?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fruit gummy.
So what happened down there? Did one of the harpies knock you over and then you hit your head and fell unconscious?
No. I mean, there was 4 of them, yes.
Oh.
But, yeah, no, listen, the crystal was falling out. I had to do something, so I grabbed it. I don't know, from there, I just felt nauseous, and it's just a blur, and it just woke up.
Okay, because there was like a demon.
A demon.
Yeah. So I'm just shooting my shot. Maybe I was a little tired, but it looked to me like there was a demon above you.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me if this is some sort of magic mind game. I have a lot of these go on around me. And then and then it said it was you, and it touched my face and made me very uncomfortable, Silman.
Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head hard? It sounds a little out there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's true. Maybe the winds rattled my brain around. You're right. I don't know why I brought it up.
I don't know. I must have been seasick or something.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure I saw a demon though.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Br'aad.
So what happened to the 4 harpies? You just yoinked the crystal and it was good?
I don't know. It's all blank. I genuinely don't remember
Did you
a
just
thing.
throw up on him with your seasickness?
Maybe. I don't know. There wasn't any puke down there, was there?
No?
Either way, I mean, the problem's solved. I don't think there's much to worry about.
And that's where I want to end that conversation.
Okay, as you
Okay.
both kind of just awkwardly start looking away from each other, Br'aad, I think you have an inclination something is going on. Even Br'aad himself
Oh yeah.
has the feeling something is awry.
Yeah.
But then the captain speaks up and goes, "Is everybody ready? We'll be arriving in Valletta very shortly."
Oh yeah.
Pain.
I'll get my things.
Hope you've all brought your swimming clothes.
What?
Yeah, didn't bring those.
For what?
And that's where
Also-
we're going to end the episode.
Beach episode.
No.
Beach episode.
No.
Br'aad throws off all of his clothes to reveal the Speedo he has had underneath for 45 episodes.
Wow.
Velrisa starts to take her armor off,
Wait a second.
revealing another set of armor below.
Hey, what's up? It's me, 2 a.m. Condi again. Hell yeah. Let's talk about the patrons. Thank you so much to Little Miss Monarch, Abel Tarantula General, Anastasia Purple, Andrew Gorgiu, Asteria Nix, Bearded Baguette, Bella, Ben, and T-Big in parentheses, Bitchy Boy, Br'aad, Broad Believer, Cadus, Colton Bradburn, Coric, Critical Miss, Kuel, Dice Show 420, Darnell the Cat, Desert Pen 15, Disliked, Divinator, Dylan Cross, Erusian Battleship Tanager, Ether Haraldson, George Benji, George Dolby, Ginger Nopples, Godspeed Iron Bucket, God fucking speed, buddy, Hard Corgi, Herp, Huse, Hyper Retron, It's Drifty, Jared Lyons, Jay Newell, Jessifer, Josh Bujarski, Josh Patek, I don't, something like that, Patekit. That's an interesting last name that I cannot pronounce. Katie Bean, Mania Joe, Master Metheus, Millionito, Melissa Honeycutt, Mirth Iders, Mohammed 107, Mountains Thunder Thighs, Woods, Sock Thief, Pariah Purple. There's more. Holy shit. There's more. This is a lot. This is a lot more than we've ever had. Baha'i Incorporated, Posias, Riggs, Rocky, Salutation, Shardang, Slatica Gaming, Slimecicle, but handsome. I already talking about that guy's already handsome. Get out of here. Sneaky Cactus, Soup, Tate Roten, Taxi's Drow, Thievy McSneaky Son, the Big Motherfucking Cheese, Tiny Pee Little Wee Wee, Tiny Mr. Man, Vatic, Vroom, Wholesome, _ Wilbur Dunham, Yeshua Bonadio, and Zelnerd. Thank you so much to all our patrons. Thanks to you guys, we were able to hit the big 2,000 goal, and hopefully we'll be going weekly soon, and that is fucking awesome. Anyway, I need to go to sleep. It's probably my last night alive. So, you know, a lot of people are gonna be a little upset with me because of my little bamboozle here that I held since November, apparently. Anyway, bye.